Welcome back to We Watch the Movie. I am Mike,
I am Jay.
and we're gonna play a song about dads.
I know that I might look like a man of many riches, but underneath the clothes, there is a man. And underneath the man, there is a nucleus.
The, the,
That was Nacho Nacho Libre earlier.
yeah.
He goes, I'm a bit concerned about your salvation and stuff. He's like, how come you haven't not been baptized? He goes, because I haven't got around to it, okay? I believe it's science.
Leave me alone, God. I gotta watch that movie again, dude. I haven't watched it since it came out. You guys are almost quoting it.
Do you not realize that I've had the diarrhea since Easter's? He said since Easter's.
Well, Jack Black's one of those guys that he probably should have had 10 classic comedies by now, but I think he just tries to do like Jumanji and crap like that. Like they need to go back to the old school Tenacious D comedy, just gross.
Well,
wild.
I mean, that's what I mean. He doesn't really have to. I mean, look at what's his name, Mike Myers. He got all that Shrek money. He got that money, Shrek money. Yeah.
That's true.
You know, he don't have to do anything. He doesn't have to do Wayne's World or he like the raunchy ass shit any longer.
Dude, that's true about comedians. I never thought about that. Like comedians are a people that I don't know if they actually enjoy what they do because like most of them, once they get super rich, they just stop.
Well, Jim Carrey went crazy because he didn't have caffeine.
Yeah.
Jack Black just got lazy and he became more of a family man. Mike Myers he wants to be Scrooge McDuck and just like count his money. He doesn't really have to do anything ever. I mean, Eddie Murphy went family oriented too.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with comedians is they go family oriented. It's like, I mean, there's not a problem. Like I understand, like you're being a good parent or whatever, but like, I don't know, like your kid's gonna grow up one day and he's gonna think that this shit's not funny either.
Yeah, little Lucy's gonna grow up and think Daddy's a pussy. What?
Smudge.
I am.
I don't know what that means. Yeah, Eddie Murphy just stopped being funny though, just all around. I mean, what's the last time Eddie Murray made you laugh?
Well, I mean, I think when he lets go, he's funny, but he's like, I think he's way too. Actually, somebody mentioned it. They were like, he's not concerned any longer with impressing anyone. That guy's got so much fucking money, he don't care. Yeah, like, he just doesn't care if he's boring.
Can anyone stay funny like their whole career? Like I maintain Jim Carrey would still be funny if he wasn't so weird.
I think Will Ferrell's funny.
Yeah, he's not as funny as he was like in the Anchorman days. Now he's kind of like he's a little bit more reserved too. I think he's so famous he's worried about like what people are gonna think.
I don't know, dude. I watch a lot of comedians that they stay funny. I don't know. Yeah, I think Will Ferrell is actively funny, even when he's. I'll tell you one guy that was always funny
still.
Norm Macdonald was hilarious. He never turned off.
Yeah, but he always had his stick. Like he stuck to that. He stuck to his one thing. You know what I mean? Like, but like uber, like superstar funny people never seem to stay funny or relevant. I don't know. Maybe was Mike Myers overrated the whole time?
I think Mike Myers worked as a certain type of comedian that wore out its welcome after a while, and so did Jim Carrey. You could say the same thing about that slapstick stuff. Was funny for a while, and then it wore out, and nobody wanted to see it anymore, and then that was it.
I don't believe you.
I don't care what you believe.
You're a liar.
Wake up! There's no Santa Claus, little girl.
Shut up.
Well, I still like the stuff. I go back and watch his movies and think they're hilarious. But I mean, some people. I mean, I don't know.
Old stuff.
We know somebody that thinks Will Ferrell's like not funny at all.
My wife thinks Will Ferrell's never been funny.
She's one, and then I think there's another one that I was like that doesn't think he's funny, and I'm like, I don't understand the black magic that comes from your lips.
Yeah, I think Ryan Reynolds is still funny, but he's not a comedian. You know, like he also sort of has a stick. I guess he has one thing. You know what I found that's funny, dude, is like people hate jokes. In the age of 2024, people do not like it when people.
You just found that out. There's a thing called Twitter. You can look at all the assholes that use it.
No, I know, but like not even as like an offended thing. But I've found through doing other mediums of stuff that like whenever you make a joke, people are like, "Oh my god, stop trying to make me laugh." Why are jokes such a fucking awful? Why is it so terrible to try to make somebody laugh?
Because some people think it's cringy if you're trying to be funny, other than if you're just funny.
Well, I have to try because I can't just be funny.
I think that's anybody though. Everybody tries to be funny, and it's usually it just doesn't work. Sometimes you're just not. It's like it reminds me of that line from Robin Williams in Mrs. Doubtfire. She's like, "Do you find yourself funny?" He goes, "I used to." Until you told me otherwise. Because he was making all these jokes, and then she was like, "Do you find yourself a comedian of sorts?" And he's like, "I used to."
That's 100% true. Like, and that's how I am socially too. Like when I go out and like I socialize and I get a couple drinks in me, or just like if I'm at like a doctor's office, the only way I know how to communicate with strange people is to try to make them laugh. And like I think a lot of times they're just polite, but I think sometimes I wonder if at the end of the evening they're like, God, I wish that guy would just shut the fuck up. It's not stand-up comedy hour, and I'm tired of fake laughing.
I'll try to do comedy sometimes, but then it won't work, and then I'll just be like, all right, well, let me find out what you like. You like politics? You're conservative? All right, let's talk about it. Trump's the greatest motherfucker ever lived. Yeah. Those fucking liberal whack jobs on Twitter, fuck those assholes. And then if it's the other way around, it's like, goddamn, conservatives are devils. They act like they're Christians, but they're nothing but dirty. I just roll with whatever I got to work with.
That's awful. I hate those conversations too, because you just get stuck in it. And no matter if you're not a hardcore person politics wise, and neither of us are, whenever you meet someone like that and they are hardcore, you just go with the flow. Like we all do it. You're like, yeah, man, fuck Trump. Or you're like, yeah, man, fucking Biden's got kids in his basement. Like whatever the person you're talking to is, if they're hardcore, if you're not hardcore and they're hardcore, you will just buckle on all of your beliefs immediately and just agree with them.
There's a guy that came out and he cut the lawn. I don't have a lawnmower, so he comes out and he cuts for the house. He cuts the lawn and he came out.
How do you pay him?
Huh?
How do you pay him?
Gently with dick sucking. But he is like, I said, I don't know anything about fucking mowing or tractors and like that. And he's like a redneck dude from I can't say where he's from, but he's like, yeah, buddy. He goes like, your grass up there is like it's on steroids. I mean, I couldn't even get to. I got to one house yesterday because the rain won't stop. It won't stop. And I'm like, yeah, buddy. I was like, I know it. And then I was like, because I give him his money and I kind of just want to go back inside and I don't want to sit there and chit chat, but he's like expecting us to chat shit, so I have to do it. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I hear you. I was like, it's like the yard out there is like Jumanji yard. It's crazy. And he's like, huh? I was like,
what's Jumanji? Yeah,
he
some gay shit like, you do in the bathroom?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, buddy, he's on steroids. He just ignored what I said because he didn't know what I meant. So I was like, yeah, I said, I saw you got a new tractor out there, so you stand up on it. He goes, yeah, buddy. I was like, I don't even talk like this. I was like, that looks slick. But he was like, yeah, sir. He goes, I got it from a guy that's got like 11 of them, and I bought it for him for $2,000, and it gets the job done. It's good on my back too because I get to stand up. The controls are finicky though. It'll go all the way to Oklahoma if you let it.
You're like, yeah, man, I hate it when your gears get stuck.
And I'm like, yeah, well, I got to get back in there and suck my boyfriend's dick. You have a good one now.
He's like, wait, what? Did you say it? Surely he didn't say what I think he just said.
I think he was inviting me in, and it's a Sunday, so I shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, dude. I think we like to pretend that we're like really like hardcore about our personalities or like whatever. Like we are who we are and we only say what we mean. But I guarantee 99% of people, you get around somebody, either it's a country person or like it's like an urban person, like you change the way you fucking talk just to like, you be like, yeah, man, that's crazy. Those carburetors are insane at Walmart. Or if you talk to somebody else and be like, yeah, if you're talking to somebody, you're like, yeah, dog, I don't know, man. I was crazy, dude. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
I did that shit in high school all the time. They'd be like, hey, JT Money. It's like, JT Money, give me $1. It's like, listen, son, all right, here's $1. So I'm saying is, my favorite rapper is Silk the Shocker, but I got to tell you, I like Helicopter Joe, too. Helicopter Joe's coming out with some hot shit. And they're like, Helicopter Joe, man, you lying as fuck. It's like, no, you all like living down that. You don't even know what's going on. Like, yeah, I got my FUBUs on. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, like you just everybody does it.
Was never
anybody that's like, what was it called? Social chameleon. You have to be to survive out here. These streets are crazy. Yeah.
I'm real bad about that. I really am. I was talking to a dude the other night. He kept touching me, and I came. No, he kept. Yeah, I was talking to him, and he kept like putting his hand on my shoulder, or he'd be telling a story, be like, "Yeah, man, I was telling him." I like grabbed him like this, and like he sensually like left his hand down my chest, and I was like, "God damn, we're standing next to your wife, buddy."
Did he want to take you out for golf lessons? It's all in the hips.
I don't know. We fucked it then. He never mentioned it, but
I knew it.
Cool.
I could have used golf on your lip.
I could have used golf.
I thought it was just the weather.
Oh, me goodness gracious. How are you guys doing tonight? It's been a minute. It's been like a week and a half. We're going to be here tonight. We're going to be here Friday night. So set your plans. Get out your favorite thongs, wash them, make sure they're clean. You definitely want to get the midsection because that's where the stains happen to land. That's what you do. Jay told me something right before we started the stream tonight, by the way, that I feel like is a shocking revelation, an urgent and horrifying news story that just broke loose in Jay's life.
Yeah.
Nobody ever drinks Diet Coke the way you drink Diet Coke. I just want you to know
shut
that.
the fuck up.
You attack it. You attack it like a hyena.
Yeah. So I'm thirsty. I realized something. I broke. I went to Miller Lite, guys. This is how the blue collar life lives, eh? All right. Let's pull up a fucking King of the Hill TV show and sit on our lawn chairs and look at people with my Miller Lite.
Jay has forsaken the superior light beer
for now, and the reason why is because I realized it was like $10, and I'm like, holy shit, that's like $4 savings. That's what happened.
Almost half. If you
that's what happened. Like I literally I checked I was like, I don't have enough to get the Michelob Ultra. I guess I'll go get Miller Lite. Fuck it. And then I got it. And I was like, it's not bad. It kind of tastes like charcoal juice, but it's not bad. You know what I miss is I thought that the Miller Lite still had the whirlwind thing or the tornado, the tornado twister, the vortex.
Dude, you've been talking about the vortex for 10 years.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. Yeah, because it was one of the greatest inventions that any beer company had ever done. It's like saying, "Oh, I wish the jalapeno thick burger would come back at Hardee's, the greatest sandwich to ever live."
That's true. It's over. Nobody listens to techno.
Yeah, fuck you.
Vortex has been gone for some time. You should restart that. Though. I would be psyched. I would see. Now, this is what we were talking about. I can't drink Miller Lite. Because I drank Miller Lite was my beer of choice for years. And then I started having the craziest hangovers, like bad, like super fucking bad. Like, why do I sound like Luke Wilson's wife in Old School? She's like, I'm really sorry. Like I was having like the worst hangovers ever. And then I just switched beers and like the hangovers completely stopped. So there's something in Miller Lite that I'm allergic to deep inside my grundle.
I had a hangover, but I think it was more like because I'm not used to drinking anything other than Michelob Ultra. Oh,
so how many nights have you drunk in the Miller Lite?
Last night was the first time.
And you had a hangover this morning that was worse than usual?
Fuck yeah.
Oh shit.
No, wait a minute. I don't remember. No, because I drank it in the afternoon and then I laid down. Yeah, when I woke up, it was still evening last night, and I had a really bad hangover.
God damn, what were you doing yesterday?
What do you mean?
You day drinking? You didn't even call?
I drank it that's what I did.
What was there, a horse race on?
No.
What were you doing?
I restarted Fallout 4 and I added a lot of mods on it that I hadn't played yet.
You were like,
it's going to be a day trip for me. I don't know about you, but it's a day trip for me.
You were basically in your room. You were like Brad Pitt and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, looking at the six pack and like hippie girl, acid cigarette, 50 cents tonight.
Wow. Oh no, I know what it was. Yesterday, after the appraiser guy came, because they had an appraiser guy come out, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna drink now.
No, that's fair. I love day drinking. I do.
Well, I only did it after he left. I was gonna do it while he was there, but it was 11 o'clock in the morning, and he might judge me differently. I don't know.
You might end up getting turned on. And
he might be like, he's like, what are you, a fucking Scarface? What are you doing?
0 to 10. How attractive was he?
You know, he looked like your dad from back in the day when he was manager at Golden Corral. He looked just like him. Like, I swear to God, dude, he walked in and I was like, hey, April opened the door and she was
my
like,
dad. How messed up is that?
No, he was like, she was like, we were expecting you at 10. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, oh, I couldn't read the damn paper. Like, he was like, I couldn't read the damn paper. My secretary, oh. And I was like, it's fine. Because I was like, she was like, April was like being mean about it. I was like, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Because we had dogs. We had to put the dogs up. And so we thought we had time to get everything ready. And then he just showed up at the door like a leprechaun, like ready to give us Lucky Charms. And I was like, oh. And then she's like, we're expecting you at 10. I was like, shut the fuck up.
Get back in the kitchen and make me my potato soup.
Damn it.
I'm trying to open up some Miller Lights.
How about I just fucking match that other eye up real quick?
You want another black eye?
Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes are all in season, don't you know? No,
gotta get it just right.
He wasn't that, but she was just like expecting it, and he was like, oh, he was over apologetic, and then I but yeah, he looked like your dad.
Tell her I hate it when people are rude to service workers. Tell her that for me.
He wasn't a service worker. He probably made more money than a lot of people that we know.
Well, probably us, but sure. But still.
But he was like, he goes, I said this house is built in 99, but it looks like it's built in the 40s. Like,
a whole new
world. I was like, well, my mom and dad bought it in 99, but it was an older house. I mean, it probably was like, and it's haunted.
He was like, oh, hey, why don't you mind your fucking business and stop with the Inquisition?
That's how I was trying to do, making a joke, because I didn't really want to talk to him. I was like, all right, well, you can just go around and look around. If you need anything, let me know. I'll be around. Because I didn't want to follow him around to every room and be like, wait, but But I was like, I said, oh, it's haunted. And I was like trying to make a joke. And he's like, ah, you're fibbing me. And then I was like, I looked at April. I was like, no, there's fucking booger monsters in here. And he was like, huh? It's like nothing. Because I said it too loud.
Wait till he turns the corner and be like, ooh.
But I wasn't gonna walk with him. I hate that shit when people like walk with you. Like I was gonna be over his shoulder. And my brother's interested in this house, and he was like asking me. He's like, ask him how much where we're at. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Like you're not supposed to. I'd be like, hey, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think we're gonna be at? Because that's gonna wind up being like they want you to. You're pressuring them to give them to have them give you a number you like.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I don't want. I was like, I'm not gonna act like
Tony probably didn't help the situation.
Why do I act like Tony Soprano? I'll be like, so what are you thinking? I mean, you coming in a little hot and you came here a little earlier than you're supposed to, and my wife's kind of upset. Maybe you throw me a fucking bone here. You want me to? Magooza.
Hey, gabagoo.
Gabagoo.
I hit you up. Return.
And Cardi was like, what did he see? My brother's like, did he seem competent? I was like, no, he seemed fucking stupid. I was like, he looked like he reminded me of fucking Steve Martin from The Jerk. I was born a poor black child.
That goes both ways though, because if someone's appraising a house, like you don't want them to be too into their job because they find the shit that's wrong, right? But
well,
like also,
I mean, it's not my house. I mean, it is what it be. I mean, it was clean and stuff. It's just if like there's an issue. I mean, I knew it's not going to come out to like my brother. It has to be a certain amount or within a certain amount for my brother to be able to afford to buy it. And it's probably, I think it will be, because I don't think it's going to skyrocket to like some crazy amount that's unaffordable, because there are issues with it. And I'm not fixing that shit. I was like, fuck that.
Mainly is that people have been butt fucking in it on all the furniture.
Yeah. Goddamn hoes and hobos and
it smells like
shoebox of piss.
Hey, why does this couch smell like old butt?
Connie folk. Small hands, you know.
Hey, Benjamin Shelby. Why did I do that? Audio Ricky Hatton.
Oh yeah, dude.
Chalice, I saw Loomis sending wiener pics to your girl. I think you need to have a talk with him. Listen.
Like Benjamin knows.
If was it bigger than mine? Because if it was, I'm gonna screenshot it and then I'm gonna use it on your dad. Because I gotta catfish him. And I get him in a room and I lather myself up in coconut oil. And then I have these shutters that come down when I have company and they lock down like House on Haunted Hill. And then I just square up my victim in the corner. And then I say, I got you for 3 minutes, like Bonesaw, Macho Man, Randy Savage, greatest wrestler of all time. And so if you could do that, if you could just all send me dick pics from your fathers, I'd appreciate it. Father's Day is coming up. And yeah.
Hey, Benjamin, knock, knock. Who's there? Fucking knock. Shut up. Go back to your room.
Disgusting. Perverts.
Nasty hoe.
All of you are perverts. Chase Lemons! Baby wants 12 lemons. I get her 12 lemons. He says, your exorcism plus vampire tier stream features a ghost in Jay's room. Timestamp 102:30. I watched it multiple times and I can't explain it unless you can.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. No, it was the camera flip.
What?
The camera moved on its own. That was a long time ago. I remember that. It was a few years ago.
You don't know that. You're just lying.
No, I swear to God. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Why are you lying?
Why the fuck you lying? You
baby, so
shit, I gotta go piss already. I'll be right back.
All right, fine. Do we look younger there, do you guys think? Nah. I think I lost some weight personally. 102.30. 102.30. Oh, here we are. Found it. I'll wait for Jay to come back from his pee time. But in the meantime, how are you guys? How was your weekend? What is it? Fucking it's Tuesday. How was your Monday? I don't know. Mondays fucking suck. So do I. Don't be gross. Fucking perverts. Shut up, Egg Shin. Fuck you, Tomo. We're also doing our top 10 films of the year 1994 tonight. And number one's not going to be what you think it's going to be. I would love to see your predictions of what you think number one for each of us is going to be, but you're probably wrong. I just want to say that right now. And your dick smells weird. I'm a man of honest tea. And your dick smells kind of weird tonight. So to scratch and sniff. Wouldn't that be weird if your dick was scratch and sniff and you scratched it and it turned to different flavors and tastes? Switch it up, get some strange going. Unless it smells like bologna. Because no one wants their dick to smell like bologna.
That's hot.
What?
That's hot.
Yeah, spam. I pulled up the timestamp. Look at that face. Look at that fucking face.
That's what I mean. It brings back old memories of when the dick went in my ass the first time.
That's perfection right there. I'm gonna get that tattooed on my butthole.
You should.
All right, let's see what happens.
That'll do it.
What the fuck, dude? That's not the camera moving. Did you see that shit?
That's Buster.
That's so fucking vile.
I don't see Buster.
But the Brown situation, that's Buster. He's right under there.
You got this Four Loco.
God. Okay, well, I'll take my pee break while you try.
Yeah, it's Buster.
16.9 fucking % alcohol. Dude.
God damn, dude. I know it.
I'm kidding. It was Buster, but you could see that pillow move. It was actually scary for a second.
I was just using my mind because that beer was so fucking awful. It made me like have supernatural powers.
See what we're saying? Ghosts aren't real. I've been trying to tell everyone here this for fucking how long on this channel. The paranormal does not exist.
Yeah, UFOs don't either. So I guess we're in the same
Shut
boat.
Your fucking trap hole.
Why don't you go let Tom DeLonge fucking give you a blowjob?
Hey, maybe ghosts are in the ether, flying around space. You know why? Because space is infinite. So there's definitely other life.
Are you drinking yet?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it.
What happened?
It's just the fucking smell of it, dude.
Now it's in your head. It's in your head now.
No, I'm not looking forward to it, dude, because like last night, I mean, it does the job.
Much. It'll take care of it.
Oh, god damn it, dude. It just smells like old oats.
Old loaves?
Old oats.
Oh. Dying crime twins. Says the Crow, aka Sting, in WCW after the NWO formed. Peak time to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Carry the two. That's absolutely correct.
Yeah, a lot of people like the Attitude Era more with WWE, but that really happened after the WCW prime time, which was like I'd say like the WCW sexual sensations was 1996, mid 96 to like late 98. And then that's when it went downhill after that. Like WCW lost all, like, you know, when Vince Russo came over, really it started with Thunder. When WCW Thunder, remember Thursday Night Thunder came on? It really fucking, like, it shit the bed after that. Like, all the storylines were awful. Vince Russo, he says he wasn't, but I guarantee, I just feel like he was over there, like, to sabotage the WCW from Vince McMahon. And he did a great job of doing that. But even after he left, they tried to get back some traction and get some decent storylines going, and they couldn't do it. Like, after that, it was over. And they had a great setup, dude. Like, remember at the last Nitro when Shane McMahon was introduced as the new owner of WCW, and everybody thought that it was going to be McMahon versus McMahon? That was perfect. They could have done that and kept Nitro on, and I think someone was like, oh, Vince's ego would have never let that happen. But then somebody was like, no, they tried to, but there was like a contract dispute with the networks.
Oh, I forgot, by the way. Update.
Yes.
Could everyone just look at my wiener here for a second?
Has the rash gone away?
I got a bell on it.
Oh.
Once I get hard, you'll hear it ding.
Nasty.
No, today, I believe, is 30 days of Jay being smoke-free.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I was actually telling Mike before we went on, it kind of makes me nervous because it's like I might just go back to fucking smoking because like I'm like, no, I'm dizzy. I woke up like I was like been dizzy all day, and then now it has been like cold and rainy since, and I've got allergies, so it could be a barometric pressure fucking me up because I mean that could happen, make you a little lightheaded. But I think what I was reading is like it's been a month, like your blood is more oxygenated, and then there's more blood going to your brain. And so that way it can lead to your body's not used to having that much oxygen. Your body's like, what this? No poison? What this?
Yeah,
what
I think I think that's actually what's happening.
Well, I've smoked. I mean, I've smoked since I was like fucking 18. So I'm 40 years old and I quit. Yeah. And it's been a month. So, you know, you couple like even, I mean, a pack a day for that long. And then it's like your body's like, oh, what do you mean oxygen to me, Dimitri? What is this? I don't know what this is. I feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was thrown out on the planet Mars and his eyeballs are popping out in Total Recall. And he's like, like that's what it feels like. That's probably what my body's going through.
It's like me when I eat like some broccoli. I'm like, God, my body doesn't know. It just starts farting all over the place. It's like, what is this green shit you're putting in my body? I'm used to protein powder and beer. And
I'm doing the worst mistake that I was like looking up every fight. I was like, do I have brain cancer? Like I was looking, I was like symptoms of brain cancer or symptoms of brain tumors, and they're like lightheadedness, dizzy. I was like, see, I knew it. I'm dead. I'm dying. I was like, there was
You
zero fucking.
put, like,
I was like, there was
finger
0
hurts
point
my-
of me quitting smoking. And April will be like, oh, I was like, shut up! I could have
Give
just
me-
kept smoking.
Just go get me a pack of cigarettes. Yeah, no, you could Google like my butt hurts when I put my finger in it, and it'd be like you're having a heart attack.
Yeah, dude,
Congratulations.
Like,
Yeah.
and it doesn't just give you one. It's like gastrointestinal symptoms. Like it's like you have a headache, you have a brain tumor. Oh my god. It's like, did you wake up today with a worse hangover than you've ever had before? It's definitely your brain is oozing out through your ear right now.
The only place to get solace in the world of medical internet is Reddit, because you'll find some fucking dude who's like got your exact goddamn issue, and then he'll be like, "No, seriously, I've been farting all day, and then I got lightheaded, but the doctor said it was fine." And you're like, "Thank Christ, you just saved me a doctor."
Yeah, but I hate those people that are like, "Bud, go to the doctor, buddy." I'm like, I don't have a fucking doctor right now.
Yeah. Do I look like a millionaire to you?
And I don't want to go to a doctor so they can confirm my worst fears, you stupid anal wart.
Every time I tell my wife, I'm like, "This is weird. I got this weird thing here. I'm worried that I might be this." She's like, "Yeah, you're real worried, even though the doctor told you had high blood pressure 3 months ago and you haven't been back yet. Yeah, you're real worried." I'm like, "Yeah, but I know what that is, so I'm not scared of it anymore."
Well, I haven't been to the doctor in like 100,000 years, but that not be an issue. But April was, I was like, what is all this thing? I was like, is this wrong or whatever? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, see, what you're supposed to say, nothing's wrong with you. That's what you're supposed to say. You're not saying that. You're saying, you're giving me a weird look like there could be something I don't know. You should go to the doctor. And that's not what I want to hear. You tell me what I want to hear.
It doesn't help at all. You want a specific reaction when you ask people questions like that. A specific reaction, and it's to make you feel okay.
I want like my mom used to be, come off of it. Be a man. Stop being such a wuss. Like she would get mad if she was like,
See, that helps though. That helps.
I know. I'm being a pussy. I know that's what it is. I'm being a
that
pussy.
kind of shit helps though.
And then daddy'd be like, well, are you falling down? I'm like, no. He's like, can you not? Are you having issues standing up and walking around? Like, no. He's like, then you're not dying.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
It's like, ow, my pussy hurts.
Yeah. Like, take off the dress and stop having a tea party. Nobody gives a shit.
Aaron Roman says Ace Ventura: Pet Detective will always be my favorite Jim Carrey film. Do not go in there. Woo!
The first one is the first one's magical, but the second one's actually really good too. I know a lot of people shit on When Nature Calls when it came out because it wasn't as original as the first one. The first one is, without a doubt, one of the best Jim Carrey movies to ever come out. But 1994, which, by the way, we are going to be doing the top 10 films of 94. Speaking of which, thank you for the segue, Aaron. There were 3 Jim Carrey movies that came out in 94. And I think there's one that's superior. There's one that came out that's superior to the Ace Ventura 1.
Oh, we're going to have that conversation tonight. Mm-hmm. Yes, we is. Yes, we is. I'm going to put my dick in. I'm gonna put my dick in.
Ready, Kafka? Going down the chute.
Miller Lite, new, improved Miller Lite J.
Oh God damn it! Sometimes I lose control and I like it.
To be fair, that's exactly how you react when you drink your first.
No, dude, that's the worst.
Well.
It literally tastes like a fucking like a wheel, like a wheel. Like goes on a car. Took a dump in my mouth, like rubber on the back of my tongue.
You mean come on it?
Oh God, it smells bad. It tastes bad. Yeah, dude, that's fucking gross.
Oh, that's apple juice, by the way. It's not alcoholic. Don't worry, everyone. It's gonna be safe. It's gonna be safe. Cody Buchanan says my son wanted to borrow money to buy a game on his Xbox. I told him, "You get your money when you fix that damn door." Till this day, it's not fixed. P.S. He's graduating in a few days. Can he get a shout out?
Hey man, congratulations on the graduation and rent. Can I get the rent?
Yeah, no. Yeah. It's time to start.
No
it's time to start paying your dues. All right. If dad's single, you know what to do.
Yeah. Stay out. Stay. You gotta move out. You gotta go away.
You know what to do, kiddo. I honestly, I don't know what I mean by that. I was just trying, I could mean anything. Like, what do I mean? I don't know. It could be in anything. Oh, fuck it. I don't know what he's graduating either. It could be preschool for all we fucking. I'm imagining high school, in which case, congratulations.
You're that old. Cody, you look a lot younger than that, dude.
Yeah, it's we're all old. And my kids are graduating things too, and it makes me feel like a crispity, crunchy old fucking hag. And I hate it. And I hate its guts. But congratulations to your son, Cody.
Congratulations, Cody, son.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Go out there and show the world what you're made of. Suck the day's dick. That's how you handle it. And
jingle
that's what you
jangle.
say
The day is launched. Apollo has lifted his skirt.
That's what you say at your commencement speech, or if you're getting out of jail. I don't know what you're graduating, but congratulations to you.
And stay away from the fucking bitches. Save that money for your Xbox games. Don't get rushed into no fucking relationship now.
Don't do it. Stay away from women. Women weaken legs. All right. And they also smell funny.
We must be strong, brothers. We must be strong.
I don't know if you know that yet. He'll learn. Christopher Sampson. Thanks, buddy. He says, hi, dudes. Can Dr. Chalice and Loomis sing the song More Than Words by the supergroup Extreme as a duet? God bless America. God bless the U.S.
That would be fucking hilarious. We should do that when we're together. Like, you know how like Jack Black and Jimmy Fallon did that? More than words. Now, that would be funny.
Just do it right now, Jay. Why are you trying to cop out?
Because that would be a great video.
Why are you trying to cop out right now, Jay? Just do it. Just start the song. Just start the fucking song, Jay.
More than words is all you have to give to me.
Way.
And say, I love you.
Love you. And turn it off. Turn it off.
You shut the fuck up, you goddamn drunk. You ruined everything. I quit. Fuck this band. Fuck that asshole.
You have any cocaine?
Damn, you're late for your Valtrax appointment. Shut up.
Oh, shit, I am. Not again. Not again.
Yeah, Chris, that actually would be fun to do, but we would get slapped with copyright so fucking fast, dude. Like, it would be insane. Like, it would be
I don't know the song. I was just going off of you.
I know
more than words.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's all.
Sucking dick in the sun.
Yeah, but Jack Black and Jimmy Fallon already did it good. I mean, they did it great.
I didn't know that happened either. Get off the internet. Get a fucking job. Okay?
I wish I did.
How about that, Dr. Loomis? Get a fucking job.
Why don't you stick your fucking tongue in that goddamn girl's ass again and get another disease?
You always stick my tongue in your butt? Gary B had a shitty day. Heartache. Dude, I watched this video on the internet where this girl was on a Zoom call with work and her husband popped up behind her with like a ukulele and he just started playing a song. He was like, I know you wanted me to do that last night, but I won't lick your butt tonight. And she was like, I'm on a work call.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it was on a Zoom meeting call, it's the only time it works.
Gary, cute dog, very cute dog. I want to pet it. I want to pet your face. Had a shitty day. My dad had a heartache.
Maybe
a heart attack, possibly. I hope not. I hope it's just a heartache. But either way, that sucks, man. Glad you fellas are live. Love your fucking faces, Mike and Jay.
Hey, man. I hope your dad feels better and I hope he's all right. I mean, he's not all right, but I hope he gets better. And thank you, dude. I'm glad we're here for you. We're here for you. We're going to leave the lights on and touch your wiener.
Absolutely. And trust me, buddy, you guys do the same for us. It's always a pleasure to be here when we're having a hard time. So it's our pleasure, man. And not in the weird way that fucking Chick-fil-A says that. I fucking hate when you go to Chick-fil-A and that motherfucker, and they're not even in their goddamn booth where they're supposed to be, where there's a nice, solid social fucking distance between the two of you. But when you pull up and that motherfucker's out there in his stupid vest like he works construction, and he sticks his fat fucking head, fat fucking sweaty head inside of your goddamn truck window, and he's like, "What will it be today?" And I'm like, I don't know. The menu is 10 fucking minutes away from me because this line of white fucks, and I don't know what.
God, what a racist asshole, guys! Look at Mike. Holy shit!
How about that? How about
look at this cracker go?
Fucking pictures and the prices before I get to the fucking ordering point. And then he's like, and then you fucking tell him, and then that shit's $45 goddamn dollars. And then the motherfucker says, my pleasure. And I'm like, whoa, we're not doing a sexual fucking trade-off here.
Why don't you get a job so you can afford that $45,
what
bitch?
The fuck?
You fucking poor bitch.
Someone
you can't afford it? Get with Jesus.
I don't go because I want to.
Get with Jesus.
I don't go because I want to. I go because I live with white women who like fucking Chick-fil-A, all right? Fuck that shit. I hate that shit. Fuck Chick-fil-A and fuck you.
Mike the self-hating white liberal. That's what we're all about here. Cracker fucker. You cracker Jackson bitch. No, yeah, I don't go.
My pleasure.
It's like 15 minutes for me, so I don't get to go. Chick-fil-A is good.
Just say you're welcome, you fucking cunts. How about that?
Why don't somebody just take Mike's fucking pills away
from
him?
Calm down. Why don't you calm your ass down, all right?
You're fucking lactating through your shirt.
Things upset me in this world, and that's one of them. Allison Hill says, when are you going to show your collection? Well, I mean,
I'm not going to show you shit.
I have two of them.
Why don't you take yourself white-hating ass out? You piss me off. How dare you
have to do with race, you disgust? What are you, Bill Mayer?
Nasty
Bill Mayer?
You're a
It's all that
nasty
race
fucker.
now.
You're a nasty fucker, white
Can't even
fuck.
talk about chicken
cracker.
sandwiches without you bringing up
You
the
white
culture. Huh?
Yeah, you got no culture. You got no class, bitch.
Fucking pickle juice bullshit.
No, I don't know, man.
Have you ever had Chick-fil-A? You racist piece of shit.
Yeah, I love it.
Racist against your own kind. Hasn't even had Chipotle.
Yeah, listen, buddy, I'm voting for Trump. No, I don't get it. Well, it's 15, 20 minutes away, so it's not like a local thing, but I've had it before. It's all right. I think it's all right. Like, listen, I think the best chicken sandwich is KFC.
Yeah, that's because you're fucking white trash.
Yeah. Hey, Mike's got Jada Pinkett up. Mike's got Jada Pinkett on speed dial.
Life would say that. All right.
Jada's on speed dial. Jada. No, yeah. But as far as like collection, I'm assuming you're talking to me about like the action figures or toys or whatever. I don't know, whatever. Well, there's a lot of crazy shit that's been happening lately, so I'm not really had time to do it. I don't know. I can't just make it. Like, I could just walk around with the video and be like, here's that. I don't like doing that because it makes me feel weird when I walk around my room. It's like, so this is I got this about 10 years ago, and
I watch it. Jack off.
No, I got this like 10 years ago, and I haven't taken it out of the package, obviously.
What am I crazy?
I'm like, what do you think? Like, I'm not gonna devalue it.
Just watch the opening to 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Dude,
you know what?
I'm not gonna throw shade on this guy because he already had a lot of people attacking him, but I was watching Reddit.
Her name's Allison, Jay.
Or I'm sorry, Allison. But I was watching Reddit, and this dude was like asking a question about like a mod or something. Like, the one thing you don't do on Reddit is you'll post a video and have your actual voice in the video and not be on a burner account. He was like, dude, this guy was like he sounded like a Napoleon Dynamite mixed with like a depressed Napoleon Dynamite. He's like, so this is my mod order. How do I get rid of? And he was going. You can hear him clicking on his, and like this guy was like, people that answered him.
That's
like,
what everybody who does mods sounds
like. I know, but this guy was like, no, this dude was like answering. He's like, holy fuck, dude. He goes, I could hear your personality through your voice because he didn't show his face. and he was like, actually, I'm on. He goes, I don't know. He goes, maybe you need to remove the mods on your PC and whatever. And he's like, actually, I'm on Xbox, but thanks. And then somebody said,
I gotta go. I have to play Diablo.
Well, no, there were people talking to it. I was reading the responses. Somebody was like actually trying to help him, and he was like, wow, that was actually informative. Thank you for helping me. I'm not used to that because all people have been doing is attacking my voice. And he was like, and the guy was like, oh man, don't worry about it. I really don't have anything against you. I don't know who you are, but word of advice, don't use your real profile next time if you're going to post a video on Reddit. He's like, yeah, it just really struck me. Like, I mean, it kind of hurts my feelings a little bit.
He sounds like Kip from Napoleon Dynamite.
Well, I was just imagining. Well, that's kind of. I swear, like it was the weirdest thing. But that's what when people like. Once you show your collection, it's just gonna be me talking like that. So anyway. So.
By the way, the best chicken sandwich is. It's probably Chick-fil-A's spicy chicken sandwich is probably my favorite one.
I just think it's over. I with that.
I hate to say that because
when Popeye's thing broke out, everybody was talking about Popeyes and like Wendy's chicken and like all that. I was like, I was like, KFC was good, but everybody was like, oh no, the spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes. But remember when that happened like a few years ago? Everybody acted like that shit was crack.
Oh, it was a huge deal. Yeah, the Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich is underrated as fuck. But you got to go to a good Wendy's. You can't go to one of those ghetto ass fucking Wendy's. Like that shit's like it's burnt as fuck. It's got someone's bunion on it.
Yeah.
But like if you get a good Wendy's spicy cheese, it's not bad at all. I still fuck with the McChicken. The McChicken's a pretty fucking good chicken sandwich. You get two of them. Rally's totally underrated chicken sandwich. I like my chicken kind of like poor. You know, I like poor chicken taste sandwich. I like the dollar kind of chicken, like it tastes like it may have came from a camel. That's probably more expensive. I don't know.
If it's camel meat, you're paying top dollar for it.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I ate kangaroo in a taco once, so that happened. Nighttime says Rob Zombie is making 2 more feature horror films. Well, what the fuck else is he doing? Gonna go on tour with Alice Cooper again? Maybe Marilyn Manson? Which one? I don't know. Anything could happen.
It's either he's gonna make 2 more horror movies or he's gonna make like a rape documentary. I don't know which one he's gonna do first.
It's called I Love Rape.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be called Raping, a 21st century documentary.
That man does love his rape. He really does. It's true. Michael Part.
He's gonna beat, dude. If we ever beat him, and if everybody ever gave her, I mean, he probably won't. He wouldn't know us, but if he ever did, he'd be like, "Yeah, I hear you got a problem." And I was like, I mean, I just like, I want to know, like, do you just not use shampoo? Like, is it like against your religion? Like,
No,
like how greasy is that shit?
If you ever want to calm the tension with Rob Zombie, be like, hey man, you want to just go watch some rape videos together, and then everything will be fine.
That's true. It's like, if you squeeze your beard out on some toast, does it butter it?
Yeah. Hey, have you been on cuckfinder.com this week? I heard there's some pretty good new stuff on there. Anyway, Mike Parton says Mike Myers did some really bad movies. The Cat in the Hat, The Love Guru, same with Dana Carvey, Master of Disguise, Turtle.
Yeah.
Well,
that
was one funny scene.
I thought the cat. Well, I know the Cat in the Hat was actually. I remember little kids got terrified of it, which I think the movie sucked, but I understand why the kids got, because it was kind of freaky weird. I didn't think it was a good movie. But yeah, he also, The Love Guru, The Cat in the Hat, those came after the success of his Austin Powers thing and the Shrek thing, so he really didn't give a shit. I mean, and I thought Goldmember was bad. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was that good either. Like, it felt like haphazard as fuck. So, I mean, yeah, but yeah, you're right. Mike Myers did bad movies, but I think that was a result of him not caring anymore. And Dana Carvey, I feel like Dana Carvey was one of those comedian actors that just never really got a chance to shine in a movie that used him correctly. Like, Dana Carvey is extremely funny. Like,
That's
one
true.
of the best SNL characters or SNL cast members at that time, and he got fucked out of Austin Powers for not playing Dr. Evil. Literally, Mike Myers stole the Dr. Evil impersonation from Dana Carvey. Like, that was Dana Carvey's impersonation. And
I think Mike Myers is funny, but I think he was put in a lot of really great vehicles for him to be funny. Like,
well,
can he be funny really on his own? I don't know.
Would he have been? Where would Mike Myers be right now if Chris Farley hadn't died and had to give up the role of Shrek? Because Chris Farley was going to be Shrek, and that would have obviously been gigantor for Chris Farley's career. Mike Myers would have had to rely on continuing the Austin Powers franchise and Wayne's World.
Which, just Austin Powers alone, though. The guy's rich as fuck for the rest of his life.
Yeah, I mean, but I would have watched, but Shrek had to have made more money.
Oh, yeah, Shrek, dude, Shrek made so much fucking money. It's insanity. Adrian Yabari says, favorite, sorry, I don't know why I read your voice like Borat. Very nice. I apologize for that. I don't know why that came out. Favorite WCW pay-per-view, mine is Halloween Havoc 96, sold out, SOUL. 97, Starrcade 97, Uncensored 98, Super Bowl 99. This guy knows his fucking shit, Jay. I don't know if you know that. This is not a fucking this is not some normie that we're talking to right here. Adrian knows his fucking wrestling.
I know, I could see him in that, he's standing next to Batman. I don't know who's more intimidating.
He also loves Hulk Hogan, who's the main event of all those. Out of those choices, I'm going Halloween Havoc 96 because 96 is the best year on earth. And Halloween Havoc's the coolest fucking name for a wrestling event, even though that was the only wrestling event my dad let us order at my house. And we spent the whole time outside wrestling on the trampoline and he got pissed. Halloween Havoc.
It's not on that. You don't have it on there. I do remember liking Sold Out, but I think my favorite WCW pay-per-view, and I didn't watch it live, but I saw it like, and I was like, holy, it was mega big, was Bash at the Beach. And I think that was 96. That's when Hogan turned heel. That's another
great name.
That might
Bash at the Beach. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. That might be my favorite pay-per-view of all time. No. Yeah, it might be. Like, I'd put the Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan, WrestleMania, was that 6 up there? I didn't watch that on pay-per-view. I was too young. I didn't know. But that was a great pay-per-view event. But I would put the Bash at the Beach 100%, because when Hogan turned heel, it sent fucking shockwaves through everything. Like, it changed everything. Yeah. Like, that was like, I think that would be it.
See, that's what I'm talking about, dude. WCW had the best shit. Bash at the Beach is fucking awesome. Halloween Havoc, fucking dope as shit. Like, now they've got like the chase for the suitcase in Saudi Arabia. It's not the fucking same.
I don't even know.
The same, man.
Well, yeah, WCW had some really like uncensored sounds stupid. I was like, where's the tits? And they're like, oh no, it was like, we don't mean uncensored like that. You fucking pussy.
Sable, China.
But I'm talking about uncensored. Like I thought they were gonna have like the Spice Girls, or not the Spice Girls, the Nitro Girls wrestle or something. But anyway,
we're gonna watch the Spice Girls fuck Hanson.
I want to see that. I'd have watched the shit out of that to the music of I would, but no, I think my I can't rank them all, but my favorite WCW pay-per-view is Bash at the Beach, when Hogan came out as the third man for Nash and Hall.
It's great. This is fucking. I love the choice. All right, Samurai. Here's my top 10. Legends of the Fall, number 10. Gay. Number 9.
Super gay, dude.
Just kidding. There's nothing wrong with that. You should be proud of it. Number 9, Natural Born Killers. And number 8, Speed. Sorry. Number 7, The Lion King. Shawshank Redemption.
That's gayer. I just thought it was gonna get. I didn't know it was gonna. Like by the time we get to number 1, it's Richard Simmons.
Leon the Professional, Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, and number 1, The Crow.
Look, good list, man. That actually is a good list, minus the gay stuff. It's a really good. It's a really solid list.
Oh God! I got on that.
Iron Samurai, more like Iron Dildo. I'm kidding.
In my ass.
I actually do love Lion King. It's one of my favorite Disney movies of all time when I'm being gay. But no. But that's up on Mike's list though, because he like you talked about how good you liked it.
Spoiler alert, fucking slut.
I didn't know about your fucking list. I'm talking about the last live stream we did. You put it.
I will come over there and I will fuck your mouth.
Yeah, in front of the camera. Yeah, you better do it.
Yeah, I will. I'll be there.
You better
do it. 8 minutes. That's how long.
You better come hard.
Tells me
you better come hard.
There.
You fucking bitch. You better come hard as fuck in my mouth.
Come hard.
You gay fuck. You better come hard in my mouth.
Gary McDonald, we're definitely monetized tonight. Gary McDonald says, "Hi, Mike and Jay. I just started watching X-Men '97. That's the singular X-Men. Yeah. I'm up to just him jerking it. That's his mutant power. I'm up to date now. It's really good. Disney got it right. Also, Jay, you've got to watch it. Yet, have you seen Abigail? It seems to be getting good reviews. Jay hasn't seen all of these things because he's a little bitch.
I watched Abigail.
You did not watch Abigail.
Yeah, I did.
What's it about?
So it's a really sad story. This girl during World War II was sent away by her parents and had to stay with these people that didn't like her at all. And she had to like make friends with whatever she could. And she makes up friends in her mind and they all come to her and help her overcome her sense of insecurity.
That's absolutely true. That's what happened.
You know, then she grows up and she stitches the American flag together.
That's exactly how the movie ends. That's crazy. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's an inspiration. It's a movie that's inspirational and really inspiring to young children.
Dude, I'm telling you, X-Men '97 is the fucking tits. I've not kept up because I've been watching it with
watching it last night. I didn't, but I was.
I've been watching with my 8-year-old, so I'm waiting on her, and like I'm like 3 episodes behind. Fucking dude, it's gonna blow your goddamn tits off. And Abigail was awesome too. It's
because they're getting a little big, and I want them to go away. So if they can blow my tits off, that'd be great.
How do I get rid of my man tits? Well, you just need to watch
X-Men '97. You'll come so hard, your fucking fat cells will drain.
That's 100% true. It is. Gary, thank you so much. And Jay, we are at 8:08 p.m. 8 because I know y'all running that 8:08.
God damn.
Oh, yeah. I got to go to the bathroom to pee. Fuck you, you hoe. I hope you die and come in my eye. I won't see anything but your sperm until spring. Oh, yeah. Jay with the kapka. Bum bum with the kick drum. Come with the kick drum.
I'm really disappointed in you right now.
8:08. Why? What did I do?
God damn it, Adrian.
What happened? What? Where the fuck are you going? I was going. Who are you going to call? Apparently not your fucking friend. Oh, okay. There he is. He's back.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to drown myself. Who's coming with me?
What?
It's an Eminem song.
Stupid
idiot.
The cat's butt.
If you were so stupid and white, you would know that. Stupid.
Yeah. I wish I was black like Jada.
I gotta pee.
Adrian Ybarra says Stormy Daniels has some gems on her acting resume. Does she? I don't know. I know that she's got some anal beads and some cum in her mouth. I have no idea. I didn't even know who the fuck that. Like, I had no idea who she was until like the media has been parading her around and she's been doing her testimonials. I don't know who she is. Porn star, I suppose, right? With a name like Stormy. Nighttime, thank you so much. Says got a ban by Dave McRae moderator for spreading. No, you didn't. Did you really? Got a ban by Dave McRae moderator for spreading awareness that the chocolate guy who gets the Axe body spray in Friday Part 5 did unspeakable things to Corey Haim and Corey Feldman. It was a serious topic, but oh well. That is true. That's not like I don't know what maybe they didn't want to. I don't know, but I'm not going to speak on why a moderator chose to do that, but yeah, you're absolutely right. That guy, the chocolate bar guy, if you guys don't know, that was in Friday the 13th Part 5, Nighttime, he's correct. Nasty motherfucker. Like he is the one that, according to Haim and Feldman, abused them. So yeah, I mean, you just speaking facts, dog. I mean, you get excited talking about facts. That's what it is. So sorry you got banned, dude. Maybe, well, I hope it's temporary. Adrian Ybarra also says NFL is funny putting the New York Jets on Monday Night Football week 1 again. Dude, I swear to God, Adrian, it's this fucking Miller Lights affecting me. I thought you like MNF. It's like motherfucking week 1. I read it like that. NFL is funny putting the New York Jets on motherfucking week 1 again. But Monday Night Football, yeah, I don't know what's going on with New York Jets. We had a subscriber, a friend of ours a long time ago that was a huge Jets fan. And I never understood. I don't get the Jets, dude. I hate their fucking colors. Okay, that green white shit. I don't like it at all. It looks ugly. It looks like vomit on like a fancy person's carpet. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I look, ooh, God, you guys stink. You're nasty. You're like that fucking cousin that nobody wants to come over to the barbecue. That's what they are to me. They can't even have their own fucking, like, you got Giant Stadium. They can't even, they so broken, poor, and dumb. They don't even have their own stadium. They got to share the Giant Stadium. Anyway, I digress. But that's stupid. I'm not going to watch. I don't even watch football, but if I did, Monday Night Football having the Jets on there, it's stupid. Anyway, going on. Jason Perez, by the way, no offense to you Jets fans. If you're a Jets fan, that's cool, man. I get you. I like you, but it's just not my thing. Hey, man, watch Kingdom. Jason Perez says, man, man, watch Kingdom. It honestly rocked more than I thought. Thoughts on Fiona Dourif in a Nightmare movie? She rocks the Chucky flicks. Get it up! That's for Mike. That's fine. But yes, dude, Kingdom is incredible. I'm glad you liked it, dude. Yes, it was a very good, very, very good show. And Fiona Dourif in a Nightmare movie. Yeah, she'd be great. I think that the problem with having Fiona Dourif in a Nightmare movie, though, is the baggage. Everybody knows who she is. Brad Dourif's daughter. She's a great actress, no doubt. And she could do a movie like that easy. But I feel like the baggage is the problem. Like, people are like, oh, Fiona Dourif, like Brad Dourif down the connections of Chucky. I just don't like that. I mean, so like, but you know, it would depend on what role she would have in a new Nightmare movie. Would it be like a main character, like she's like this, like surely not the final girl, but it's like a supporting character? It would depend on that. But Fiona would be okay, but I just think there's too much baggage. I want a fresh cast. I want a lot of unknowns in a remake, like a Nightmare on Elm Street. If they get I think a known actor doing Freddy is fine. I just think having the survivors be unknowns is great, in my opinion. I feel like it'd be a good vehicle for a lot of actors. Anyway, that's just neat. Katie Side Bottoms, hey, hi, you beautiful bastards. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Katie, for being a part of this beautiful bastardy of great people on the internet with us. See, I know that didn't even make sense what we said there, or what I said, but thank you, Katie, for coming in. Zachary Hogan, hope everyone is doing well. I don't even know what's going on. Thank you, Mike, for the info about the Deadpool comics. Also, I was wondering what Scarefest was. Been thinking about going to it this year. Loomis, I caught Michael Myers watching gay porn. What the fuck? I mean, it's obvious. He watches gay porn because he wants to see what, a man's like. And he wants to taste one, not kill them. Michael is acting out, in a lot of ways, gay rage. He hates men. He hates himself. He hates women because he doesn't find them attractive and wants to kill them. The closest he ever got was a weird sexual attraction to his sister. But instead of going to therapy, he chose to stab her titties off. It's classic. It's classic self-hatred. Michael is a gay self-hatred boy. So I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked at that at all. But, it's actually a step up because, a couple of weeks ago, he was watching animal porn. So it's good. But as far as Scarefest, it's a horror convention. Scarefest is in Lexington, Kentucky. It happens in October. It's a scare convention or horror convention. You get actors from various horror movies that come. There's autographs. There's picture opportunities with these celebrities. There's also vendors there that sell unique and cool things that you can buy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the equivalent of a Comic-Con, but on a smaller level at Scarefest, and it's all revolving around horror. So yeah, you should totally come. It's a good time. It's a good fun time, and we're going to be there. It's going to be fun, and we'll hold your hand, and we'll play with you. Johnny Boy, by the way, thank you so much, Zachary. Joni Boy says, hi, Mike and Jay. Been watching since 2019, and you guys have made my day with every live stream since. Hey, thank you so much, dude. Anyways, I'm making the Halloween Kills flashback mask. Why? No, it's good. Can Loomis give some words of encouragement? Yeah, don't do it. What are you doing? If you're good at art and making things with your hands, why are you going to do that? Don't make that stupid-ass mask. That fat-faced William Shatner goddamn ugly-ass mask. Go do something else with your talent, for God's sake. Go make some artistic pieces and give them away for charity or something. Don't make some goddamn Michael Myers. You know what? Do what you want, Johnny boy. Make a living. But if you're going to do it, if you're going to make a mask of Michael Myers from Halloween Kills, take a shit in it and then seal it up. That's how much dog shit it is that you just asked me that. I don't like that. Okay? Goodbye, Johnny boy. And good luck to you in your future non-having-job ass.
How dare you talk to him that way?
We are on Nico at 8:21.
Okay, fine. So
fuck Nico. By the way,
I
don't. Who was it? Nighttime, which is shot. I mean, I understand. Like some people just don't want to engage in that, and I totally get it. Was banned. The moderator banned him from Dave McRae's stream because he talked about the chocolate guy in Friday the 13th Part 5 being a nasty fuck that went with Corey Haim and Corey Feldman.
What do you mean went with Corey Haim?
Like he fucking abused him. That was the rumor.
Oh, what rumor? You know.
Or it happened. I'm saying I don't know why what the situation was, but I mean it was fact. I mean it's like that thing. It's like I just get to start talking about my foods, man. Like people do. Like they just.
I'm uncomfortable because I don't know the story. I don't know what.
That's what happened. But I was like, but I'm just saying, like, no, but he's right though. That did happen. I mean, that, as far as like that guy doing that shit, like that did happen.
Really?
That's what I heard.
That's what
that guy told me. That guy
Nico!
just told me.
All right. Well, it's definitely true. Nico, I love your picture. I don't know what 169 DKA is, but I do know that I appreciate your use of the number 69. Every time we're playing volleyball and one team has 6 and one team has 9, I always scream 69 and nobody laughs and it hurts my feelings, but it's still funny to me. What's up, guys? 1994. What a great year for movies. My 10 favorites in no particular order: Leon the Professional, Speed, Serial Mom,
that's a good one.
The Lion King, The Crow, Natural Born Killers, Pulp Fiction, Richie Rich, shout out Richie Rich, Forrest Gump, and The Page Master. This motherfucker loves Macaulay Culkin.
Dad not found. Dad, shut the fuck up. Well, listen, I tell
love you some Macaulay Culkin.
That's Richie Rich is good, and the Page Master is actually it's all right. But it always felt like a Wish.com like never ending story. Like I wanted to like it, but it just didn't feel. Blank Check came out that year
I'm not drinking that. Mm-mm.
Sewer Water, but Blank Check came out. You guys remember Blank Check? That was a good ass fucking movie.
Oh, I always get Richie Rich and Blank Check confused. I'm not drinking this.
Richie Rich was the one. Like, all you gotta remember is that he's got a fucking McDonald's in his fucking basement.
Yeah, no, that movie was fucking awesome. I think I like that better than. I don't know. I get them confused. I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Jesus Christ! What a fucking alcoholic! Can't even go through 5 seconds. I don't even know where. I don't know where I left off. Nico, what time stamp are you? God damn it! I lost it. Oh my God. Hold on. I might have found it. Nope. Okay, I found it. Okay. Yeah, that's a great list there, Nico. I like it a lot. It feels good. It's not. It feels like a happy ending at a massage parlor. That's what your list makes me feel like inside. I like it.
That's a solid list, my man. Speaking of which, after this one, we will start our list as well, and then get back to the super chats. Michael Parton, I always think about you guys in the shower. I have my body pressed against the wall.
I swear, Michael is like, I know what you. It's to know about the crying.
Sometimes men pop into my head when I'm in the shower too, and then I end up sitting in the bathtub like Ace Ventura, like I kissed a man.
I was like, well, it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger is supposed to be an inspiration, not fat material. What's going on?
I don't understand. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Harrison Ford. Okay, all right. Look at this sexy fucking picture I made.
That's cool.
Yeah, shut up.
Is that City of Angels?
No, that's the first one.
No, it's not.
Idiot.
You're wrong.
Stupid idiot.
That's City of Angels, you fucking liar.
Well, that could be true. I don't know.
No, okay.
Okay, it's possible. I thought it was the first one, but I could be wrong. I'm not a professional.
No,
Jay, what's your number 10?
It's called Shut the Fuck Up. I wasn't done talking.
Eat my butt, you fucking dick.
No, okay, so my number 10 is going to be Little Giants, like I call my wiener. Little Giants.
Giants. The Lone Rangers?
Listen, I know people are going to be like, what is this movie? It's one of those movies that went under the radar because 1994 had a huge selection of films that came out, especially like Disney-ish or like kid-related films like Blank Check, Richie Rich, Page Master. So Little Giants went unnoticed. But it's a great movie, dude. It's Ed O'Neill, Rick Moranis. They are brothers in a small town. Ed O'Neill becomes the superstar sports hero.
In a small town.
Yeah, you better not do it. Fucking goddamn, you're going to get killed. But Rick Moranis is the younger brother, kind of left behind, nerdy guy, raising his daughter right, but his wife is... anyway, it's a great fucking movie. Really funny and touching at the same time. I always liked Rick Moranis when he was like, one time I beat Kevin O'Shea down Cherry Hill. And the kids were like, "You beat Kevin down Cherry Hill?" I was like, "Yeah, I did. He ate my dust." And like, and then the little kids are actually funny. They're charming. They're not like a cringy, annoying. Like they're like, "Oh, look, we got like near the end of the movie, Rick Moranis like, look, but we got jerseys. They got your name on them." And he's like, "So the guys at the morgue can identify the bodies."
Every time I immediately thought either goes to the annexation of Puerto Rico or I got to deal with this thing on.
Yeah, well, they do it. Well, yeah, it's got John Madden, Bruce Smith, Emmett Smith, and I want to say I can't remember that one guy's name, the white guy, that really big fucking player, I think he was a Bills too. But anyway, yeah, it's a charming. I would say that the movie is charming overall, and it's fun. It's got like you can watch it with your kids because there's a lot of like comedic stuff that kids would get. But it's like also it's a higher level. Like there's also like jokes for adults too. They can like, oh, I get it.
Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore. That is a great fucking movie. I
love it. Dude, yeah,
it's a solid thought movie out there. Yeah, I like it a lot. The Refrigerator.
Yeah, when I was younger, dude, I was like when Emmett Smith was like, I always got picked on when I was younger, but inside I always knew I was a giant. I was like, "You're a cowboy, you fucking liar." When I was younger, I was like, "He's a cowboy, dude. Like, is he gonna trade?"
If peeing yourself at school, consider me Miles Davis.
That was the grossest thing I ever heard. Let's go.
My number 10 is also going to be a children's movie. It is The Lion King, as we mentioned earlier. Look, I am not a Disney guy. Do not love Disney movies. I'm not one of these people that likes to go to Disney or like enjoys Disney movies. They don't put me in better place. I actually get really awkward watching Disney movies. When people start singing, I'm like, ooh, stop. But two Disney movies that are forever close to my heart of farts, and that is The Lion King and Toy Story. And The Lion King, I'm sort of pissed at it because when CDs first came out, and I lived in Virginia Beach or North Carolina, I can't remember which one at the time. We moved around a little bit at the time, but like they had these big record stores called Trax Music Stores. I don't know if anybody else remembers that, but you could walk around and you could listen to the different CDs because CDs were like fucking $22 at the time to buy them, or you could like rent them or whatever. But like my first CD ever, I went with my dad and I picked out MC Hammer, Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him, and I was fucking pumped.
That's a great album.
And this is back when they were in those big lockdown things. Like they were like a giant thing that like locked them in because they were like prized possessions or whatever.
Yeah, that was back then with CDs. Nowadays, it's like underarm deodorant because the world has gotten better.
Yeah, it's a fucking coaster now. Yeah. But my dad looked at that CD. He was like, "Nah, I don't really think you want this," because he's racist. And
he's like, "It's got a black fella on it. It's got a black fella on the album cover." Mike.
He's not at all, but I just don't think he knew what it was. But he was like, "How about this?" Because he knew I love The Lion King. Because we just see The Lion King. I fucking love that movie. I thought it was dope as shit. But he was like, "Try this," and I was always too afraid to disappoint my dad as a kid, so I would just go with whatever. That's how I ended up with some toys I didn't even want, like army toys and shit, when I just wanted a Power Ranger. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I bought that soundtrack, and it was the only CD I had, so I just listened to a fuck ton of Lion King. Fell in love with it. I love Lion King. Dude, that movie makes you cry. It makes you laugh. It's still an all-time great movie about losing somebody, about growing up, about being gay, and I really just feel that kind of shit in my heart, and that's why I love The Lion King.
It also confused a lot of young men that like, you know what, how to get into a chick's pants? You put on like "It's Enough to Make Kings and Vagabonds." That's what I did. You put that shit on. You put that shit on while you're single in middle school trying to get a girl, and they're like, "What the fuck is this crazy ass shit?"
I forgot about that, dude.
I was like, I thought like Nala and fucking Simba like
hot,
fell in love with at the goddamn lake. You fucking stank, and I just wasted it on you. It's either that or like everything you do, I'm amazed. That was another thing that was popular, but yeah.
Not Nala. Nala's mom was hot, but I do remember that song. It's like with kings and vagabonds. I was like, what the fuck is a vagabond?
And that's I like when he goes, it's enough.
There's only 2 Disney movies you're ever going to see me do on any of these lists, and that's one of them. So yeah, Lion King.
Yeah, I mean, I love Aladdin, but that's a different time, different story for a different day.
Yeah, I think you put that on the list. I think you
it
put
did.
It on the wrong list.
It did do that though. It did. You shut the fuck up. It did do that though. No, I ain't do it. No, I ain't do it.
Oh, that's another one. Can you feel the love tonight? Or no, or the
tonight.
The opening.
It is where we are.
Oh fuck! How's the opening go?
That's the same song. That's
no, I know. No, it's the opening song is different. It's
gonna be a mighty king.
No,
enemies
that's not the one.
Beware.
No, when they're showing Simba to the world, and there's this song that's on. How does it go?
I don't know. That's like a fucking chant music. I don't know how to do that.
Oh fuck! How does it? No, I know it.
That's what everybody says when they take that release of Dump at Taco, like that Taco Bell shit.
If you go back and watch that Jason parody we did, when Jason called Michael's phone, that's what we made Jason's ringtone. It was like, "Oh, Jason Voorhees."
Dude, did you hear that part? I always thought it was weird. It was like that guy was singing. He goes, "Cool, Matata, Akuna Matata." It's like, you gay as fuck.
You got deep in that shit.
You gay as fuck, dog. You want Timon ass. You don't want Nala.
Mufasa's hot. I like bad guys.
That got James Earl Jones sexy appeal.
Or Scar, not Mufasa.
No, my number 9 is going to be a little bit of Interview with the Vampire. Oh, actually, speaking of gay, this movie actually should have been called Interview with People That Want to Fuck Brad Pitt, because that motherfucker was like slaying ass left and right. Now he got Antonio Banderas wanting his ass. He got Tom Cruise wanting his ass. He got that's gross. But there's a lot of people that wanted his ass. That wanted him to fucking suck on their throats and suck on their dicks. And I like the movie. It's actually
so much gay energy in that movie that it gets me so
a ton. Watch it. I mean, I looked down and had a boner. I'm like, what's going on? I don't understand what's happening. I thought I was watching a vampire flick, but no. Here's the thing
Tu Wong Fu, thanks for sucking me.
I mean, Tu Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. I will say, but I do like this movie because it was the first time I'd seen a vampire movie where it took it where you saw it from the POV of the vampire becoming a vampire and what that means. Like the fact that you watch everyone around you die, and the fact that you never grow old, and yeah, you stay, but you never really can settle down and have children. You can't. Like, it was a depressing ass look at a vampire, and also it answers some age old questions. Tom Cruise is in fact gay. I knew he was, but but no, I mean, he was like, why can't vampires suck on some corpses? Remember they do that to Lestat, and it's like poison to him. I was like, I didn't know that shit before, Anne Rice. Thank you for clarifying it.
It's like that T-Soul song. I want to fuck.
Yeah, and then Antonio Banderas was trying his best to be like, "Oh, you don't want to come inside." And he's like, and then Brad Pitt was like, "No, stop." And he's like, "Oh, you want to come inside?" And then he was like, "Oh, you hang out with Kirsten Dunst, we put her in dungeon, let light come down and exterminate her."
That was a little fucked up, by the way. They
sexualized she was actually in her 40s. Like, she was old.
Movie?
In the movie, yeah, she was.
I don't think she was in
the movie. She's a little girl. But that was also another interesting thing. Like, remember that Tom Cruise thought that Brad Pitt was going to leave him, so he got Kirsten Dunst so they could like have a child together, and he encouraged Louis, which is Brad Pitt's character, to bite her because her family had died of bubonic plague and the little girl was going to die. He's like, so you'll be saving her life, Louis. And then Louis is like, I don't want to kill her. It's like, no, you make her our daughter. And he's like, and then
why do you sound like the dude at the? Why do you sound like
I don't know.
What's his name?
I don't do accents that well, but I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then he did it.
Like, I only hit her one time.
And then Lestat's like, now kill her, Louis. And Louis like, no, I cannot. She be my daughter. And he's like, okay. And then remember, and then she gets pissed off later on in the film because Kirsten Dunst like she's forever going to be a little girl. So there was it was like a very deep psychological horror film as far as like the trappings of what vampirism meant for a lot of like it's forever. Like you're stuck. Whatever. The Brad Pitt didn't get the end of it. Like he got a good deal. Like he was in his young, like vitality days. But Kirsten Dunst, imagine being stuck like that forever. Like a 10-year-old girl, fucking sucked.
Yeah. And speaking of which, I just want to say, I want to throw this out here right now. I don't think it's in your list. I don't know if you've seen this one or not. But I have seen Leon the Professional on a lot of people's lists, and I did watch that in preparation for this. And I'm gonna do like something about it because I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts on Leon the Professional. My number one thought, and this is no judgment to anyone who likes the movie, because I understand that a lot of people
was
really
it made
like
by a pedophile or something.
Yes, I watched that fucking movie, dude. I watched that fucking movie, and I did have a half a gummy in me, sure. And I watched it with Katie, and like, what the fuck was Leon the Professional, dude? Like, they sexualized an 11-year-old girl, and like, it was even worse in the movie the guy wanted to make. He wanted to have like sex scenes with her and stuff like that. And then you find out that the fucking director of the movie, Luc Besson, like fucking, I don't know the exact ages, so I could get it wrong, like married like a fucking 13-year-old girl or some shit like that. Like, he was a fucking disgusting delinquent pervert, and I will never ever watch that man's films again. But I thought Leon the Professional was fucking gross, dude.
I never seen
that shit. Was nasty as hell.
It's weird. It's one of those movies I know I can remember the box cover art for it. It's like him in like a toboggan or whatever, like a beanie. And it's like and he's like, that's all I remember. Like, it's the guy's face and he's in a beanie, and that's the cover. And I think there's a gun showing, and it's like the Leon the Professional. Movie.
Yeah,
I never watched it.
She's like 11 or 13 or some shit, and like she like falls in love with him, and they like sexualize her. They have her smoking in like the first scene, and then like the whole movie, she's like, I think I'm in love with you. And they have her trying on, like, she does this dance for him where she's wearing like underwear and shit, and she dresses Marilyn Monroe. It's fucking creepy as fuck.
Wasn't Leon the Professional? Wasn't a remake of a French movie? I swear it was a remake of something that was a lot like it was like a Lolita type of thing.
Movie, dude.
I don't know. I didn't even know. I never watched it, so I don't know. I mean,
whoa.
I'd say
fucking whoa. No, it made me mad, dude. I can't ever watch that again. All right. But again, no disrespect to anybody that likes the movie, because like I know that like everybody accepted it when it came out, but watching it today, I was like, this shit's fucking disgusting. Like I will never watch another Luc Besson film again, especially after I Googled the sick fuck. But anyways, yeah, let's talk about Rob Zombie getting his rocks off doing scenes. What the fuck was that shit? My number 9 is gonna be I don't know if this would be on Jay's list or not. Is it 1R or 2R? But it's Forrest Gump for me. Look, the movie's weird too. It's weird as shit. It's a weird ass fucking movie, but I can't tell you, it's one of those movies that if it's on TV and you're flipping through the channels, you're going to watch it. You're going to get sucked in for 3 hours, 3.5 to 4 hours if it's on TBS with commercials. But the story that this thing went for is it's just wild. Like, it makes no sense. Like, the story that they told this guy, he did everything. He played football. He fucking did all this shit. And it's such a crazy story. It's kind of dumb if you think about it, for sure. But at the end of the day, Forrest Gump is just like one of those like American movies that just like encompasses all of fucking like America in it with the crazy shit. It's also fucking hilarious. And it's got crazy characters like Gary Sinise or the Bubba Gump Shrimp or whatever. So yeah, it's when I think about like American movies, like Forrest Gump sticks in there. Worst character of all time, right next to Kirsten Dunst from Spider-Man, is Ginny. Ginny can suck a fuck. I'm gonna go back to Greenbow, Alabama. But yeah, Ginny is one of the worst female characters in movie history. Fuck her with the fire of 1,000 suns. What a piece of fucking shit she was. Dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far, far away from here. But goddamn, what an entertaining, it's a movie, man. That's a movie. That's a fucking blockbuster that didn't need special effects and shit like that. It just had it all. It encompassed every fucking human emotion in one movie. Forrest Gump was great. I understand that she was abused, but I'm just saying that she was still a piece of shit human fucking being. In the movie was Jane.
Jenny was a skank.
She was a hoe.
She belonged to the streets.
Saw that I ruined your Black Panther party. But Forrest Gump was my number 9. I think it's 2 R's, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to ruin your Black Panther party. It's like, you have air conditioning. That's nice.
Dude, when she made
I felt so bad for him.
He was like, oh.
Yeah, I felt so bad for him. He's like, I named him after his dad. He's like, he got dad named Forrest too. I was like, run, Forrest! Run!
Get out of here,
that
man.
bitch trapping you, dog.
Go.
Trapping you.
Fucking go. That's my number 9, though.
My number 8 going to be Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
I
mean, what can you say about it? It's one of the. It's obviously one of Tarantino's best films that he's ever done. Period. It single-handedly revitalized John Travolta's career, which is saying a lot. I mean, John Travolta's career, like at this point, was like as dead as fucking Courtney Love's vagina. Like it was just nobody wanted to touch that shit. But so this, like it brought it back, and it also introduced people to Samuel L.
Derek
Jackson.
said she gave him a kid. She also gave him fucking syphilis, bro. Come on. Sorry.
He never got. Well, he never fucking. First off, he didn't get anything. So that's
he's probably immune to it because he's got super genes.
And I don't care what Derek has to say. I was in the middle of a fucking goddamn point. But anyway, it also was a great. Couch. Yeah, it was a great fucking. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Fuck you. Let Derek host it.
You see that area over there, Simple? That's where we never go.
It's a good movie. It's number 8. I'm just gonna randomly pull up a thing too.
I'm not gonna do my number 8 because I know what you're gonna do. You're just gonna fucking interrupt me like I did you.
Nope.
Shut up.
It's a good movie. No, but I was, but I don't really. Nobody really. There needs to be no explanation. Pulp Fiction is one of the best movies of all time.
Well, you're wrong. That's a terrible fucking choice for number 8, and you should have never picked it. And I hate you.
What a fucking fucking white fucking colonist this asshole is.
We just
colonizer logic.
Look, no one cares about number 8, but Pulp Fiction is great. Yeah, everybody knows Pulp Fiction. It's a great movie.
Well, what I was gonna say was like it actually did show you a side of Samuel L. Jackson that you.
Have you ever thought about the moon?
Yeah, it looks great. I heard there's a guy with cheese that lives on it.
What were you gonna say? Scientology is great. I didn't hear.
Scientology is one of the best religions of all time. I don't know why it's not taking over the world. With all this talk of UFOs, we need to be prepared. But no, yeah, I think it was cool because you saw Samuel L. Jackson. A lot of people had never seen him. Like they didn't even know who that guy was. Until
Samuel L. Jackson, he was in Goodfellas. He was in.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. He was in there. He died real fast. He died really quick.
No, he did. He was never in that.
Samuel Jackson was in Goodfellas. He died.
He was not.
In Goodfellas.
I swear to God, he was not.
Bet your house right now.
Okay,
Bet everything.
I don't own
it. Yeah, Samuel Jackson's Goodfellas, man. He got silenced, literally by a silencer. He died. It was one of his earliest roles.
Did he?
Yeah. Google it.
Okay.
IMDb it right now.
Nope. I don't have a fucking subscription.
Well, it's true. Fuck you. What's your number 7, whore?
What I do in the bed every time I fuck, Speed. It's quick. It's quick and over before anybody knows it. And keep it above 50. And then listen.
Oh, Speed.
This movie right here, by the way, is what a lot of people saw with Keanu Reeves, and they're like, "This is what Keanu Reeves sold his fucking soul to the devil to get this movie and become like." It was after this movie that launched him to like the legendary status that he is now. Like you're talking about fucking Ted from Bill and Ted coming in and doing this movie in 1994, and then like the rest is history. It's insane. Like Alex Winter, like I think Alex Winter's a great actor. Don't get me wrong, but like his career just really doesn't do anything. Like it just kind of fizzles, and he doesn't care, or he goes, I don't know, like whatever excuse he told fucking Good Morning America. I just didn't feel like it anymore. No, you weren't getting roles, but Keanu Reeves got like offered.
Steven.
Well, no, Keanu Reeves like comes in with this like, yo, dude, I like surfing and shit, and they're like, shave your hair and fucking get sexy with Sandra Bullock on a bus that goes 55 or above, or it blows up with Jeff Daniels saying, hey, and then he's like, no way, and he's like, yeah, and then it's like, and that's it. Like okay, and to be fair, it also had one of the best villains of all time.
I'm thinking I will. Yeah, Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper was incredible.
He's like, come on, I got $200 on this game.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, it was a perfect movie for the time, and that's why Speed 2 sucked. Remember when that came out, Cruise Control?
Terrible, yeah.
It's literally called Cruise Control.
Yeah, that just goes to show you that it wasn't the movie. Like Keanu elevated.
He turned it down. Keanu turned it down. Sandra Bullock didn't, but Keanu knew it was a piece of hot shit, and he was like, "Nah, I'm good." Like I
kind of just made her a hoe too. It's like I'm just gonna go to any situation where I could be in danger and then bang the dude who saves me.
You know what's funny is like Sandra Bullock liked him. She said that she was like she wanted to ask him out, but she didn't know if he was interested. He was like, I didn't know that.
Whoa.
No, he's like he probably was like, I knew that, but it's like, but then I was thinking to myself, I don't have enough money to get Valtrex. No, I'm kidding. Sandra Bullock looks clean. She's hot.
Yeah, she Ross Cable's guy's like, tested her out myself, not a drip. But no, yeah, dude, Speed's fucking amazing.
But isn't it weird? You guys remember, like, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey came out in 1992, like literally 2 years later. It's fucking Keanu Reeves and Speed, totally different.
Yeah. I couldn't see. Could you see Alex Winter doing Speed?
No, I can't see Alex Winter doing a fucking commercial for Mentos. So.
That's fine. Yeah, fair is fair. It is what it is. But one of the all-time great action movies of all time. I enjoy the choice.
But I mean, to be fair, I do like Alex Winter a lot. I liked him, but like, let's be honest, like his highlight was Bill. It always will be Bill.
Yeah, that's great in Lost Boys and stuff like that. But like Keanu transcends genres, and that's why he's one of the biggest actors of all time. You know, so I mean that's fair.
If you didn't have Speed, you'd have no John Wick, which is crazy to think about.
100%, or the replacements is awesome.
Or the lake
replacements is fucking great.
The lake house, yeah.
Obviously, he's been in a ton of great roles, but no. Number 7 for me is going to be Mr. Clerks. Clerks. This is apropos because Jay actually showed me this movie for the first time ever that I ever saw. I went over his house one day. He was like, "We do what we usually do. Is like, let's pop in a movie. Let's watch a movie." And this is before when we were actually drinking apple juice. And Jay I was like, what are we watching? She's like, yo, you gotta see this movie, dude. I was turned it on. As soon as it came on, it was fucking Dante laying around a shitty fucking room looking for his boots. And I was like, dude, is this whole thing in black and white?
He fell out of the closet.
Right, but he was looking for his boots to go to the other. And I was like, this is fucking black and white bullshit. And you're like, dude, just trust me. Just wait. Just trust me. It's good. And then obviously it started my whole entire love for the USQ universe and Kevin Smith and all that shit, dude. But all-time fucking great film. What Kevin Smith did after this, like I would probably take Mallrats over Clerks personally. I would. Like, I love that movie so much. And I love what he went on to do for sure. Mallrats would probably be my favorite of them all. Clerks would probably be number 2. But dude, just that the humor that matched our humor, that was disgusting, that was perverse, that was morose motherfuckers, the birth of Jay and Silent, the birth of the entire fucking thing.
You know, I think that's what I liked about it so much, and I think I knew that you'd like it, is because it gave voice to something that I didn't know I needed to give voice to. Like I don't I didn't have the verbiage to say what they were saying, but I felt those things when they were saying them.
Yeah,
like they were older than us by maybe 10 years or 8 years or whatever it was. But I was like, that the way that they were talking and the way they were interacting with each other was how I wanted to like express myself, but I didn't have the words to do it.
Yeah, and dude, I think that's part of what this generation of comedy is missing, is because it's not cool to be a slacker now. Not to say it was ever cool with like the mainstream with the parents.
He wasn't
like
really a slacker. He was just being fucked. He got fucked by work.
Right, but like the whole movie, everybody was a slacker in their own way. They had slacker tendencies. It was, I mean, he was a whiny fuck though. Like part of the reason he wasn't successful is because he was kind of a whiny fuck, and part of the reason Randall wasn't successful is because he was such a fucking dickbag. But like they were interesting characters. They weren't just like, oh, like. Yeah. Jay and Silent Bob were the true slackers of that for sure, but like they were interesting characters that had a lot of layers to them, and it's it's funny because it's a crude humor fucking jerk off joke movie for sure.
Coming of age, it's a coming of age movie,
right? But it's underrated as fuck because it's also a classic indie film that should be on like the Criterion collection and shit like that for what he did, maxing out all his credit cards, making that movie happen. It's a film's film, and I think the joke shit brought out of that. It should be. It absolutely should be.
2004, 2014. It's 30 years old. I'd say give it a few more years. It's going to definitely be in the Criterion collection. 100%.
It absolutely. They put Freddy Got Fingered in that bitch, which I also think is deserved because it'll be in his balls. But yeah, 37 dicks in a row.
Oh, try not to suck any dick on the way to the park. Hey, get back here.
Hey man, most women don't make you lasagna and bring it to your work.
You work in a video store. You work. It's like I work in a shitty video store. I want to go to a good video store.
Salsa Shark. Clerks started it all, man. It started the whole fucking thing. And an entire subgenre of comedy, to be honest with you, with Kevin Smith's movies, whether you love them or hate them, Clerks started it all.
I like that part when he was like talking to that girl. He's like, I don't appreciate your ruse, man. He's like, I'm sorry, what? And he's like, your ruse. You're cutting attempt to trick me. She's like, I was only pointing out that you weren't paying any attention, and I hope it feels good. What you hope? What feels good? The need to make people feel so inferior to you.
The best part about it, not only was it an anthem movie for like the disenfranchised of like the working youth or whatever you want to call it, but also like the way that they referenced movies was fucking top notch. I feel like Jonah Hill and that was like, dude, everybody knows your references are off the charts, bro. But like the way that they talk about Star Wars and shit like that was like, we talk like that. Holy shit!
Well, I mean, to this day, they're right. They're like, when you look at Return of the Jedi, what was on the Death Star were just construction workers and contractors that they had hired out from Independence. They weren't a part of any kind of empire or anything like that. They were just trying to do their job and get paid. And he's like, and so the fucking terrorists, aka Rebel Alliance, come in and blow the shit up, and these guys just fucking die. And it's like that guy was listening to their conversation. He's like, I kind of feel what you're saying, because this one time I had a contract to go work on this guy's roof, and I feel something funny about it. A buddy of mine goes and does it. It turns out to be whatever that mafia guys, because they do a drive-by and he dies. If I had taken that job, I'd be dead. So you're right. And I was like, it was like that movie was wrote perfectly. It was so good. Like it was so.
It was Tarantino-ish, to be honest with you. Like
it was Diet Coke Tarantino. Sure. But yeah, it was Diet Coke Tarantino. But it was like good.
Pothead Tarantino, if nothing else, for sure.
What's my number six? Number 6. This is going to be low on a lot of people's list, though, and I understand. But it's going to be the Shawshank Redemption.
I didn't know what you were saying at first.
Shawshank Redemption. Listen, I know it's going to be number 1 for a lot of people, and it's going to definitely be in the top 5. And I can't argue with you. I understand. And Dufresne. I can't argue with it. It's a great movie, but there's so many other movies that again, my list is based on films that I really enjoy watching, like over and over and over again. And Shawshank Redemption is definitely one of them, but it wouldn't be in my top 5 of that year. Shawshank Redemption, with Andy Dufresne's story and the friendship that he develops with Morgan Freeman, it was great. It was well done, and it really was it's one of those movies that it did a great job of making you feel very uncomfortable, especially with how corrupt, because you watch movies and you see corrupt politicians or officials all the time, and it doesn't really affect you. You don't really care because they're just like characters on a screen. They don't really do a good enough job of making you feel what that character would feel like being fucked like that. And in this case, literally and figuratively, Andy Dufresne, you get that feeling and how he's being screwed over by not only these corrupt politicians, and he's fucking innocent. He didn't do it at all, but you find out, and then he's getting fucked in the shower by the sisters.
They fuck you in the drive-thru.
They fucked him right in the asshole. But it's crazy because what's scary about that movie, and I know it's not a horror movie, it's a drama. It's a drama film, but there is a horror element to it in the fact that this happens a lot more than people think. That people slip through the cracks of the justice system, and innocent people go to jail, and this is their reality, and they're screaming to the high heaven that they didn't do it, and they didn't. But because of the corruption of what happens in politics and the way the justice system is, nobody gives a fuck. It's like, let me tell you a little story about a man named Shh. That's what it is.
Dude, that's the first time I went to jail. That's exactly how I felt. I was sitting in there and I was like, dude, what if they get my files confused with someone? What if they forget me? I was only there for like 7 hours and then they picked me
because
up.
The justice system is a joke. The justice system is absolutely a joke. I mean, the people that deserve to be punished get away, and the ones that are punished are the ones that are innocent.
The cop wouldn't even tell me why I was being arrested, and then they just threw me in there. I was like, they're gonna fucking get me confused with someone. I'm gonna literally be Andy Dufresne in 6 months. Mike
looked in the mirror in the jail bathroom and was like, I got arrested on a Wednesday for being black.
I laid down in the middle of the holding cell and I spread my butt cheeks and I said, "Come on, boys, let's get it over with.
Come on, Eileen. Put that dick in me." I listen, and again, it's wrote by Stephen King, which a lot of people they're like, what? Yeah, true. Yeah. Green Mile also was written by Stephen King. He's a very good writer, but yeah, dude, it's a powerful movie. But I just don't think again, my top 5. It's not going to break it, but it's in my top 10 for a reason. Like it's one of the most. It's a classic film.
Spoiler alert. It's not on my list. Like, don't get me wrong. So I was just, the only reason I'm telling you this is don't feel bad for it being so low because it didn't even make my list. Is it a fucking fantastic movie? Yes. It's another one of those movies that if it's on, you find yourself watching it. You're done for 3 hours, 3.5 if it's on TBS. No doubt about it. But and again, if you guys haven't watched the show before, when we make these lists, these are our personal top 10. We're not saying these are the 10 greatest. If I was saying these are the 10 greatest films of the year, Shawshank would absolutely be in my top 5, no doubt about it. But there are personal favorites, and I just find it depressing as motherfuck. So I can't I don't find it high on my rewatch list, but it's still
it's depressing. I don't have a friend like Morgan Freeman. I want to know how. Like, I want to be able to walk around the yard and drop out. I've been trying to make a chess set and talk and get Morgan Freeman advice on things.
I kind of want to rewatch it now that we're talking about it. It's been a minute for sure. My number 6 is going to be talk about movies that people are going to think are low. I've seen a lot of predictions for our number 1s tonight.
No, it's not The Crow.
The Crow is my number 6.
You are fucking crazy, dude.
It's my number 6. Suck on my dick. Sick.
Take this guy's fucking license. He's drunk.
I'm crazy, kids.
Oh my God.
Listen, I fucking like this is not a negative thing. 1994 is one of the greatest movie years in the history of fucking film, cocksuckers.
Oh.
So there's nothing wrong with The Crow being number 6 on this fucking list. That's a great fucking spot.
What you do, Dimitri?
Park that shit right in here. $15, little man. Put that shit in my hand.
Mike sounds like fucking Robert De Niro in This Boy's Life when he stole all the money from Leonardo DiCaprio. Was like, you think you live here rent free? Nothing is free, huh? Nothing is free. Liar, whore. Liar, whore.
The Crow's one of my all-time favorite films, man. 1994 is one of the greatest movies in film history. Number 6 is great for it. Look, the reason it's lower on the list than some might expect is solely for the fact that, unfortunately, it was a fucking tragedy that happens, and the end of the movie kind of foobarred. Like the way that they wrapped it up, they did a great job. They did the best they could. I feel like the end of the movie is a little foobar. It doesn't hold up to the quality of the rest of the movie. Not the movie's fault. Obviously, terrible, awful, horrible shit fucking happened for sure. Yeah. But I just feel like, you know, the third act doesn't really match up to what the rest of the movie was. Because we were robbed of an amazing talent and the great fucking Brandon Lee right there. But I do love the movie. I adore the movie. Mother is the name of the lips of all angels. Morphine is bad for you. Fire it up. It can't rain all the time. I love The Crow. I do. I love it deep down in my cockles.
I mean, it's a
bold, the ending's kind of fucked up.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton, but we'll see how it plays out. I don't know. I just
sorry, partner.
It's what it is. What it be.
It's how I feel. Sluts, suck a dick.
My number 5 is going to be Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
With Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels. You have to go with top. Like, listen, to me, it's one of the best Jim Carrey movies of all time. And it's always been funny, like, to me, to think about, like, who's, like, when you watch the movie, there's Dumb and Dumber. Who's dumber? Is it Jeff Daniels or is it like Jim Carrey? You would think it's Jim Carrey, but Jeff Daniels does some stupid shit, dude.
He does
like,
that.
Like, dude, but dude, Jim Carrey is like stupid as fuck too. He goes, Lloyd, because we're supposed to be like conserving. Like, how did you afford that? He goes, I sold some stuff, a few baseball cards, a pack of marbles. Petey, he's like, Petey, because Petey didn't have a head. He goes, because I took care of it, Harry. And he fucking states the fucking head on the
he was pretty old.
He's like, I don't know if he's gonna get that message. I mean, he's got worms living in his fucking living room. But
I got worms.
Dumb and Dumber, though, like again, it works because it allows Jim Carrey to do the slapstick comedy that we all love and know that made him such a success. But he's able to play off of Jeff Daniels, who I don't think anybody saw coming, is just as like fucking naturally funny. I think, in my opinion, naturally funny like Carrey. Like, I think that he's got the same the characteristics to be that funny just without trying.
Yeah, dude, Jeff.
Like,
Jeff
when he was like, when he was trying to get it, just for God's sake, give me the goddamn number.
Get the goddamn number.
He's like, hey, because nice skis, are they yours? Both of them?
Yeah. We landed on the moon.
Yeah, but dude, it's Dumb and Dumber to me. Like, it's all, dude. The way that when they find it, because Samsonite, I was way off, and then they get the briefcase up. He's like, no, everything that we spend, we'll put IOUs. And when they get found out, he's like, you might want to hold on to that one, $250,000. Hold on to that one. Like when they bought the Lamborghini, dude, it's funny as fuck, dude.
Dude, I got myself in trouble a couple weeks ago at volleyball because I was talking to a girl that's on our team or whatever, and she was saying like, I'll do something for like whatever, like talking about drinks or something like that, and she was like, oh, I'll pay you back or something, and I go, I'll give you something even better. And then everybody stopped and fucking looked at me, and I was like,
Costco $1.50 fucking hot dog.
I said, that's what I said. I said, you can pay me back in something even better, is what I said to her. And everybody at the table looked at me like I was some demonic fuck, because it looked like I went like, I'll pay you back in sex or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, IOUs, I'll pay her back in IOUs. And she was even like, I'm married. I was like, no, I know. That's not what I fucking meant. Oh dear God. But because it's a classic line.
Yeah, I thought it was like an Epstein alert. No, but or Weinstein, I should say. But no, it's one of the best movies.
Really, they both fit the thing there. Weinstein.
I don't know what Weinstein did with young girls. I don't think he did that. I think he just did he just sexually harassed women.
Either way, she was in
a bar, so she's at least 21.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, at the end of the day, Dumb and Dumber, a lot of people are going to put that lower on the list. If you put if you put the Mount Rushmore of Jim Carrey movies, Dumb and Dumber might not make it. It might not. But to me, I think it's. Oh,
it's 100% the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I would 100%. I would easily drop one or two Jim Carrey films to put that one on there. So it's number five for me.
I wouldn't argue anybody saying it's their number one Jim Carrey film, but it's definitely the Mount Rushmore. That's unquestionable. My number 5 is going to be True Motherfucking Lies, bitch.
Oh, I like it.
You really killed those people. It's like, but they were all bad. You're fine.
Mike, who directed that movie?
James.
That's right. Say it.
Before he went on that psycho and decided to spend his whole career making Blue Man Group
movies
that no one gives a fuck about.
James fucking Cameron. Another.
He had a great run. And now he sucks cock.
Don't think he's sucking. He's the money from the studios and whatever he wants.
Sucking that blue CGI dick is what he's sucking now. True Lies, dude. This movie is fucking it's the quintessential action movie. There's like Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick can't hold the dick of fucking True Lies. All right, Bill Paxton. All right, Tom Arnold. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis, motherfucking everyone is in this movie. Tom Arnold, Tia Carrera. It's got an amazing cast.
Dude, Tia Carrera, I feel like she that limousine scene.
Dreamweaver, I believe I can get.
I was like, okay, guess what, Jamie Lee, you all of a sudden your skirt gets ripped, and now you both are in your underwear and brawl, and you have to wrestle in the limousine.
Do it slow.
God damn, but Jamie Lee Curtis, bro. I up to that point, I'd only known her for Halloween. And when I saw her like that, god damn.
It was crazy. When she took that vase and whipped her hair back and then was like, do it slow, do it sexy. It's crazy time.
Everybody in the theater that were dudes that had wieners dropped, you know how Arnold dropped the fucking, they were like, what?
Dude, Bill Paxton was so good in that movie. And I love when Tom Arnold gets in the thing. And the bad guy was great too. And you've got Arnold Schwarzenegger riding a horse through fucking New York City. But when that guy shot him and Tom Arnold's like, oh my God.
Yeah, dude. You remember that part? You remember when they were spying? Because it's so perfect, dude. Because anybody would do that in the position that Arnold was in. If you've been cheated on, you know exactly what we're talking about. When he uses resources to fucking spy on his wife. And Tom Arnold goes with him, and then there's a part where Jamie Lee Curtis' head goes down, and it looks like she's giving Bill Paxton a blowjob, and then Tom Arnold's trying to be a good friend. He's like, maybe she's sleepy.
But also, you remember when they had him in the room, and or it was either him or her in the room, and Tom Arnold got pissed. He was like, "Just say that you cheated on me, piece of shit." He's like, "Calm down, calm down."
Yeah, dude. It's a classic fucking movie, and who was the daughter in it? Was she grew up to be
Alyssa Milano.
Yeah.
Alyssa Milano was in that movie as well. But dude, amazing action in that movie, amazing comedy. They just don't make him like that any fucking more. I gotta change my battery, which means I'm also gonna leak my battery out of my dick. I gotta pee is what I was trying to say.
Dildos.
Jump if you want to jump into the super shit chats, and then we'll get into our top 5 when I get bitch back. Let me see where we were. Sorry, I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper. I don't know
what?
If you tell. Shocking surprise.
I thought you were.
Oh my.
Did we get
I got right where we are.
Okay.
Brandon Ferguson at 822 Pam.
822 Pam.
822 Pam.
822 Pam. PM
that's what we be.
Or Pam.
Gay as ever and full
of
It's an
acronym for Pam. It's PM, idiot.
Yeah, no big deal. Shut up.
Brandon, where are you? There you are. What's up, guys? Hey, man. Just wondering, have either of you played LA Noire? I just started, and it's fucking awesome. Did they not let you say fucking on when you super chat? That's weird. Can't believe I waited this long to play it. That's what I said when I had sex after prom night. Can't believe I waited this long to try it. But I was scared of it. I've not played it. I mean, I saw commercials for it, like advertisements all the time for LA Noire, and it looks great. I mean, didn't they do a remastered recently for like a re-release? No, I haven't played it, but one of the games I waited a long time to play, and I loved, much like you are loving LA Noire, was Mafia. I played Mafia or Mafia 2, I think, and I fucking loved it. Was it Mafia? Yeah, it was. It was Mafia 2 because Mafia, they did a re-release for it, and I played the re-release, and it was good. And then Mafia 2, and then I got to Mafia 3, and I got bored. But yeah, is it on Game Pass? Maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. But right now, I'm like literally obsessed with Fallout again, which good for them. Fallout, by the way, if you guys don't know, the Prime show Fallout, if you're a Fallout fan, incredible, does justice to the series. Walton Goggins is great, amazing. It's great. It's a great show. If you're, and it does stick to the lore very well. And if you're a fan of science fiction, sci-fi shows, it's a good one. And it was so successful, by the way, that the player base increased for games such as Fallout 4, which came out in 2015, to like near 2 million active players on Steam, which is approaching release numbers. Like when Fallout 4 released, it's on that level. It's incredible. But yeah, so I've been playing Fallout 4. But yeah, dude, I'm glad you're loving it. And LA Noire is a good game. I just haven't got a chance to play it, but I know what you're talking about. Joe Valentine says, "Sup, guys? I mean, guys, the weed is good tonight, boys. You mean dick?" But yeah, I'm glad, man. I don't do that shit. Dude, like weed makes me paranoid as fuck. I get like John Nash from A Beautiful Mind if I smoke weed. Like I get all like paranoid and shit. Like I can do like crazy mathematic numbers and I can see patterns and stuff. And I'm wondering if people are like out to get me. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on. I don't do that. I wish I could love weed that much, but I can't do it. But it's nice to have you here, Joe. Thunderstorm 99. Dude, Thunderstorm 99, that literally sounds like something that WCW would have as a pay-per-view event. Thunderstorm 1999. The Clash of the Titans, Hulk Hogan versus, you know what I mean? It just, but thank you. Loomis lawsuits have been filed against you by families of Michael's victims. You have yet to make a statement and would be willing to hire Chalice's lawyer. What the fuck are you asking me, Thunderstorm 99? Are you asking? Loomis lawsuits have been filed against you by families of Michael's victims. You have yet to make a statement. And would you be willing to hire Chalice's lawyer? I see. I will tell you this wholeheartedly. And I say this from the bottom of my heart to the victims of Michael that are trying to sue me in court. Fuck you and the fat horse bitch you wrote in on. And as far as Chalice's lawyer, if I want to lose, of course, I'd hire him. I want to win. So I will hire the people that worked on O.J. Simpson's trial. I know most of them are dead, but I will find someone that worked on it peripheral. Thank you, Thunderstorm. Go back to Indeed.com. Dean Cream Betweens. Eric Bischoff's 83-week podcast is great, though. I do like. I have watched. I haven't watched the whole segment, the whole show of the whole podcast, but I have watched like clips of Eric Bischoff's 83 weeks, and it is really good. I can't remember the guy that hosts it. It's not. I mean, Eric Bischoff is the main guy, but the guy that actually works with him, he's the. I think he's the son-in-law to Ric Flair. I want to say. Anyway, he's really good. It's if you guys don't know what Dean Clean Between is talking about, Eric Bischoff has a podcast that he does, and he like goes through everything, NWO, WCW days to when he was in WWE. He throws the dirt on everybody. It's a great show. Dan D, thank you so much. This sending in some support. Your guys' stream are kick-ass. Jay, get on the X-Men 97. As someone who loves 90s comics, you would love their adaptations of Inferno, Operation Zero Tolerance, and Fatal Attraction. Oh, dude, Fatal Attraction is sexy. Onslaught for season 2. Is that confirmed? Oh my God. Oh my God. Is that really for real? Because listen, Onslaught, the storyline for Onslaught is my favorite. It's absolutely my favorite X-Men storyline, period. It's like, I know people will put Age of Apocalypse. Age of Apocalypse is sexual, and I do enjoy it. But Onslaught is on another level of hotness, and I love that. Fatal Attractions is, if you guys, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but Fatal Attractions, I had the comic book, the lithogram. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. I'm going to get on it, dude. Don't worry about it, Dan. I've got it, dude. Dan, I'm going to pull you out of this fucking foxhole and we're going to get home together. I've got it. I'm going to do it. Cinemaniac Central says, congratulations on being smoke-free, Jay. I know that had to be difficult. Glad to be here. Yeah, dude. It's extremely fucking difficult, and I appreciate your words. Thank you so much. And every goddamn day, it's been a month, I am thinking I would love to suck a big old fat cancer stick and just breathe in that sexy smoke. And I can't. I won't because, my father died of lung cancer, so I'm definitely, I have, it's in the blood. So I don't want to fuck with it anymore. So I'm 40 years old. I smoked for a long time. I'm thinking I quit early enough. I hope I did. If I go to the fucking doctor in a few months and they're like, hey, you fucked, I'm like, God damn it. I guess I'm back to it, but I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's really hard. It's the hardest thing. It's really tough. But appreciate you. JT Customs coming in with the $5. I hope you correct us on something, JT Customs. He says it's announced that Daredevil Born Again is I love you, JT. It's announced that Daredevil Born Again is releasing March 2025. You should show the set photo that has Daredevil and a bloody Punisher teaming up. Well, you should get your own YouTube channel so you can show it.
Don't tell us what to do, JT.
That would be cool, JT. No, no, I'm kidding, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't know they had anything leaked. But is it John Bernthal and Charlie Cox?
I'm looking. I'm trying to find it just for you, JT, because I like.
But here's the thing about Daredevil Born Again. Do you got here's a question. I wish we could just do boom polls in the chat just a bit. Do you think Daredevil Born Again, releasing exclusively through Disney, aka Marvel Disney, aka I'm a mouse that wants you to suck my dick for shitty mediocre movies, is going to be the same level of the Netflix Daredevil series?
No.
Comment down below.
To be fair, I can't find it, JT. I'm sorry, but to be fair, Daredevil 3 or Deadpool 3 looks so good that I think I'm starting to have a little bit of hope again.
Nope, you're wrong, because now you're wearing bifocal glasses created by Benjamin Franklin, and you're only seeing double. Ryan Reynolds is responsible. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are responsible for keeping it on the straight and narrow.
You got me there.
It's not Disney. If Disney wanted the She-Hulk girl and Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, to have significant roles in that movie.
All right, fine.
Ryan Reynolds is like, listen, I didn't start Mint Mobile for nothing. I will tell all my customers to stop it.
Welcome to Wrexham. Suck my dick. The Fields of Scream podcast says, if a movie label approached you guys to make a biopic about the origin story of Wham, Mike, who would you pick to star as Jay? And Jay, who would you pick to star as Mike? Oh,
if no other words of Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise don't come out of your fucking mouth, we're done.
I mean, everybody says that Jay looks like the bad guy from The Mask. I'm not going to do him that way. That's
fine. That guy needs some work. Throw him a bone.
He's
too old, you dickhead.
Alexander Skarsgård. That's who I want to pick for Jay.
No,
I want to pick Alexander Skarsgård.
Like that.
In your younger years, maybe not so much now.
Fuck you.
It was the younger years. It was the start. The start.
That's fine. I mean, I would have taken Jason Bateman. That's fine. Or Charlie Cox. That'd be fine too.
Your turn, bitch. Oh, for me, Jason Bateman? I'll take that. That's great.
No, I didn't say that. No, for me. You should have said Jason Bateman.
You don't like Jason Bateman.
Charlie Cox, but fuck you.
I don't see Charlie Cox either.
Well, a lot of people did. So whatever.
Maybe you're more attractive. Maybe I find you more attractive.
Well, you know what? You know who I would put the star you?
Who?
Brad Pitt.
Don't stop. Shut up, bitch.
See, that's how much I care about Mike, because I want to make him look good on film. And that's how much of an asshole he is.
Tell the truth, Jay. Tell the fucking truth.
Well, if I was going to tell the truth, it'd be the lead singer for fucking 3 Doors Down, but it's not.
That's Cody. That's not me. Yeah. That's fucking Cody.
I don't know, dude. I swear to God,
Skarsgård's great. I gave you a really good one.
Dude, you don't look like anybody. Like, what the fuck? That's a good thing, though. That means you're unique. I don't fucking know. I don't know. If I had to pick you to play yourself, like if I had to pick an actor, I'd be like, what actor do I want to play Mike in a Wham biopic?
Robin Barker said, I see you as a young McRyan myself.
Thank you. No, I don't know, dude. If somebody asks me, like, well, who do you want? What famous actor you want playing Mike? Who do you want? Well, whoever you want.
Just say something, Jay. Pick something. God damn it. You're leaving me out here on a whim. All right, I feel like a little warm on the
Okay, fine. Who'd you say for me?
I said Alexander Skarsgård, which is
Bill Skarsgård for you.
You fucking
the brothers.
Shit. That was such a fucking.
You don't look like, dude. I swear to God,
up.
in my life, I couldn't. Like as far as like, I don't want to do that. Like, first off, the Field of Screams podcast. Thank you for ruining the fucking momentum of the show tonight.
Donovan said, Idris Elba.
Yeah, Idris Elba. Idris Elba will be the guy.
Lee, fucking dropping dicks out here in the street.
Hey, Lee, what are you doing? You crazy, fucking crazy.
Woo! Thank you, Lee. Thank you. My dogs are fighting. I'm gonna need that to get a fucking vet appointment.
My dogs are fighting. I'm ovulating. I'm ready to have a baby.
I'm ready. Hey, my sexy guys, just want to say I love you. And here's my top 10 list: 1994.
Ooh.
Number 10, Airheads.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Number 9, Little Giants. Number 8, The Crow. Even lower than mine. Fuck you guys. Number 7, Angels in the Outfield.
Oh shit! I forgot about that one.
Beverly Hills Cop 3. That's underrated.
Very good.
D2, The Mighty Ducks. True Lies, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Street Fighter's high as fuck. That's balls to put Street Fighter that high.
I like it though, and he had number 1 at speed. Here's the thing, Lee gets it because these are like movies that you enjoyed watching. It doesn't necessarily mean they're like cinematic masterpieces, right? But these are just movies that you enjoyed. So I strongly agree with what Lee's doing here because again, I would never pick Street Fighter as my number 2, but Street Fighter was a fun fucking movie to watch in '94. When it came out, you were like, God damn, that's hot.
Because so much more from it.
Because Mortal Kombat, when did Mortal Kombat 95? Was Mortal Kombat 95? I think it was 95.
Right. It sounds right. Dude, yeah, that's an amazing list. I appreciate the love for Street Fighter. Street Fighter is one of the most disappointing movies ever for me because I always wanted Jean-Claude Van Damme to do a role like that, whether it be Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, or something like that. And I thought that movie was gonna fucking rip assholes. And much like a lot of the disappointments we get in today's films, it did not. But I appreciate it, and we appreciate you, Lee. You're the fucking best.
Thank you, man. You're so good. And by the way, it was one of those movies. I remember I didn't know shit about cinematics or like watching a movie and be like, oh, trying to pick it apart. Even when I watched Street Fighter as a kid back then, I was like, something's wrong. Something's wrong.
It's not right.
Because I was like in my like little kid brain, I was trying to like this movie fucking blows big ass stick, and I couldn't figure out why something was happening. Because the only other time that had happened was Double Dragon, but I came to like Double Dragon that came out in I think it did come out in '94 with Scott Wolf, but that was because I got over. I'm like I get that Double Dragon was meant to be corny, but Street Fighter was like when I watched Street Fighter, I'm like something is fucking bad wrong. Like Jean-Claude is like sick.
Yeah, I have to pump my muscles. Dude, I'm telling you, I just, thanks to Lee, and this will be sponsored by you, buddy, I have the fucking best idea for a live stream. The top 10 most disappointing movies of our youth. That is going to be fucking...
Well, that'd be hard, dude. That's
banger, dude. Batman and Robin, Street Fighter, the Power Rangers movie. There's a lot of really disappointing
like, listen, but I mean, who can be disappointed with a movie where fucking Lieutenant Guile goes, and then the American thing is like... He's like,
he was too busy fucking Kylie Minogue. Thank you, Lee. You're the fucking best, dude. All right, let's jump back to the list.
All right, you go ahead and do your next one because I got to go pee.
I will then. Fine, I will.
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Dick, fuck, suck dick. What? It's not even appropriate. Let me present my screen to you. Oop, I almost fucked up and ended the stream. That was an accident. I apologize for that. All right, my number 4, Brett Favre. Number 4 is going to be, you mentioned it yourself, my good man. It is Airheads for me. This movie, dude, it is so underrated. Airheads is one of the most underrated movies of our time. Not only is Airheads one of the greatest band movies of all time about trying to make it as a band and all the struggles they have to go through and all the jokes that was the music industry, but the cast alone, dude, fucking Steve Buscemi, who, by the way, someone assaulted in the streets of New York the other day. Who the fuck puts a finger on Steve Buscemi? That shit's insane to me. But Steve Buscemi, Adam Sandler, fucking Brendan Fraser, David Arquette's in that movie. Milo, you little butt nugget. Dude, that entire cast was so fucking amazing. And the soundtrack to it was great. It's got an underrated soundtrack like many movies in the 90s do. An amazing soundtrack. Why did I put Airhead? Jesus Christ. Even the goddamn FBI guy was like 30 years of marriage and one teeny tiny skid mark ruined the whole thing. Dude, such a great. Why do I keep forgetting to put the S on it? Airheads is an amazing comedy. It's an amazing. You can't really call it a coming of age story, but I would call it like a making it movie. I don't know what genre you put that into, but Airheads is an all-time fucking amazing movie. And it's one of those movies that's like hard as shit to find these days. But yeah, Airheads. He's like, yeah, we're gonna cut their heads off. Yeah, with our dicks. All-timer right there. Airheads. Airheads was my number 4, you slut.
I like it. And also people never like, it's funny. Nobody mentions that. Like when they talk about Brendan Fraser's best movies.
Nope.
They never mention that movie ever. And even, Adam Sandler too, obviously, but I mean, what was the guy, the other guy's name?
Steve Buscemi?
Buscemi.
Yeah.
Because Buscemi got huge on more serious roles, but he was great in that too. Anyway,
he wipes his ass with his own record contract. Right. I love this guy.
But those 3 guys look like the accumulative of what like butt crack smells must emanate from an attic where nobody leaves.
Johnny don't care about the world.
Yeah, those guys literally look like they smell like butt crack, and that was impressive.
Christina Applegate, was it? Yeah, Christina Applegate. Chris Farley's in that fucking movie. He's like, listen, what we've got here is a 904.
Well, who's the girl? That girl that played Brendan Fraser's girlfriend? Holy shit!
Oh, dude. Yeah, I think it was Christina Applegate.
No, that was not Christina Applegate.
Was it not? She was hot.
Just a hot blonde girl.
No Stingers has never seen Airheads. I'm so fucking pumped for you to watch Airheads, guys.
They're great.
Listen to me. If you've never seen it, please go watch it. It's going to be an instant favorite for you all. I
wish I could hang out with you while you watch it because I'd be right on your fucking. I'd be watching you the entire time. I'd be like,
yeah, dude. I would watch you.
You guys ever done that? Like when you watch a movie and you love it and you want someone else to love it as much as you, and then when they watch it, you're watching them. You're like, and then they're like what? I'm like, you didn't laugh. Like that part.
Jay does that shit to me too. When he shows me a video on his phone, I'll be trying to watch the fucking video, but
I'm not gonna try to get.
Jay's face slowly enters my periph, and he's like,
"Yeah, I'll just say,
get out of here."
Did you have a soul?
I'm not having pressure on me, dude.
No, because sometimes it's like, okay, well, now he's gonna laugh, and then you're like, I'm like, all right, well, fuck you. I'm not gonna share anything with you.
This album could be Pitt farting on a snare drum.
Well, dude, it'd be funny if you just like told me the stuff that you like, so we could like talk about it together on the film or on the channel. I'm like, yeah, but when I do, you make fun of it. So no. My number 4 is gonna be El Clerxo. Clerks is going to be my number 4. And the reason why we talked a lot about it, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but like it was a movie for me. What it did so well was it was the first time I'd ever watched the movie in black and white and got over it. Like I thought that was going to be like, and a lot of people were like, why the like, bitch, we're living in the 20th century. Why the fuck are we acting like we don't know what color is in a film? But it actually worked for the movie, and I understand why now why he did it. It kind of highlighted the mundane kind of like whatever of life at that, but it did something really significant. It captured in a bottle the 90s. Like it just did it in a way that a lot of movies never did. It captured the 90s in a bottle. And like the way they dressed, the way they talked, the music, the way they interacted, everything about that movie is a time capsule of the 90s. And that's what I loved it.
Yeah, it's a fucking amazing movie. By the way, the girlfriend in Airheads was played by Amy Locane, who's in prison for killing someone drunk driving.
Holy shit.
She shouldn't have kicked him out.
She was only caught drunk driving because she was trying to go get that fucking guy's tape that he'd thrown on the
the dog pissed on it.
That dog pissed on it.
when they try to walk out, and the cops there, and Adam Sandler's like,
yeah, dude, I don't even know that part because he's like, by the way, she's a bitch and she should rot in prison if she killed somebody with DD. That's one of the worst. So that's such a selfish fucking thing, and especially you killed somebody. But anyway, because I didn't want people to think, oh, you're making light of it. No, I mean, if you kill somebody drunk driving, that's fucking awful. But anyway, I was gonna say, well, I remember that one. There's for whatever reason it sticks in my mind with Adam Sandler. He looks so fucking stupid in that movie, and I know that he is. And it's but when Buscemi is like, isn't that Buscemi's brother? Yeah, it's Buscemi's brother. And he's like, how does he do that? Like he started that girl, and he's like acting stupid. She's like, what are you thinking about? It's like swimming pools. And he's like, and then, yeah, that guy was like, does that actually work? It's like, yeah, for him. He's like swimming pools.
It's like his name's Chester.
It's like, where are you going, you little butt nugget?
God, that movie's so fucking good, man. I love it. My number 3 is gonna be Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
I wanted to make it higher. I really did.
You say
Can you take me higher? Yeah, dude, it's one of the most quotable movies of all time. It's one of the funniest movies, absolutely, in the history of cinema. It's a top 5 in the history of comedies. Dumb and Dumber belongs in the top 5.
Yep.
The Mount Rushmore, even. It's there's nothing else you can say about it. It's fucking perfect.
All I will say is that John Denver is full of shit, man.
John Denver's full of shit.
No, I love that part. Remember when like it reminds me of something that Mike would do to make me feel better, but didn't tell me the reality of it afterwards. When Jim Carrey like helps Jeff Daniels get revenge back on Seabass, and then they like escape in their little vehicle, and then they're like, and then he's like, and then Jeff Daniels like, that was so great, that was so good. He's like, so in the movie they get away scot free. Hump's like, no, in the movie they catch up with them halfway down the road, slip their throats. It was great.
Dude, this is one of Jay and I's favorite, because we watched this together like probably 1,000 times growing up. A little, like, if you've watched Dumb and Dumber, and everybody has 1,000 times, the only thing I'll say about the movie is there's one little nugget that most people don't recognize, and it might be the funniest fucking part of the whole movie. When they're in the restaurant with Seabass and all that shit's going on, there's a quick moment where they pan to the outside. They pan to the outside, and the soundtrack kicks in, and it goes, Jupiter's butt crack.
Dude, I swear to God, that's like me and Mike and like be like we could have not spoken for 55 fucking years and be away from each other across the world, and all we do is like Jupiter's butt crack, and we like if we talk to each other on the phone for the first time, we would know exactly what scene and moment we were talking about. But that's all. You guys know what I'm talking about. Jupiter's butt crack was all I could see. Yeah. I don't know why that movie because I think it was the first time I'd ever heard butt crack in a movie, like in a song, like butt crack in a song. It was funny.
And I'm pretty sure that's not what they actually say in the song, is what I learned. I could be wrong about that.
No, it does. It says Jupiter's butt crack is all I could see.
Jupiter's butt crack. Just pans right back to the inside. Oh my God, dude. You can't quote that movie. It's always like, I got robbed by a sweet old lady on a shopping cart. I didn't even see it coming.
No, but dude, remember when he walked in the apartment and he goes, and he slams her and goes, oh. And he falls down, so dramatic. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, dude.
It's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing.
yeah. He's like, he's like, I got fired again. He's like, what? You're a what pathetic loser.
That would have literally been me and you if we didn't have girlfriends and we moved in together.
Yeah, because he was like, they got me, they fired me again. Because I got something weird about, like, the limo drivers and like chasing. I don't know. So he's like, yeah, I got fired too. He's like, you're a what pathetic loser. Like Jim Carrey was acting like he was so badass and so awesome.
Oh, fuck tits. All right, what's your number 3?
My number 3, we've talked about it quite a bit earlier on in the shows, but it's going to be Lies of True Lies. It is.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah, True Lies.
What kind of indie shit are you pulling on me?
Well, listen, we listed all the reasons why it was such a great film, and it's just twofold for me. The reason why it's in my top 5. It's not only one of the most quotable Arnold movie. It showcases a lot of it showcases Arnold's comedic side, his action side, obviously, and there's a little drama in there. But I feel like it's one of those few movies that work for Arnold because it showcases a lot of different styles of acting that he was good at, and a lot of people overlook. Arnold was extremely funny, even back in the day. And I mean, you got Twins and stuff like that, but it was like nobody ever capitalized on his comedic value as much as they did on, like, obviously, I understand, like, if you look at the guy, he's a Greek god. You'd want to have him as your action guy. But I feel like, man, Arnold, to be fair, Arnold was extremely underrated in his time as an actor, just because I feel like he could do so much.
Yeah,
you look at Sylvester Stallone. Obviously, that guy was great. He was a great actor in everything he did.
Arnold's way funnier though.
But yeah, Arnold has a great deadpan delivery on his stuff that just works. But I feel like, it was the same with Jean-Claude. I think that Jean-Claude was overlooked too. But I feel like Jean-Claude was caught up, and he's like, I want to do cocaine off your thighs. Like people just they didn't like, So Jean-Claude was an arrogant asshole. But I think that with Arnold, a lot of people weren't giving him roles. Jingle All the Way was one of his last few that.
Oh, that was so funny.
Well,
Put the cookie down.
Well, he was embracing his comedic value, and Kindergarten Cop, obviously. But I was like, I just feel like there was. I feel like when people think of Arnold Schwarzenegger, they just think of the action Arnold Schwarzenegger. They don't think of all the comedy. And the thing about True Lies, man, it felt like it was such a perfect blend of everything that makes Arnold good. Action, over the top, violence in a way, and then the comedy that comes in like underhanded that works. It was also cast well.
Well, Christopher Nolan once said about like Insomnia. He was like, Insomnia to me is like one of my favorite films. It's one of the most underrated films, but it didn't change the genre the way some of my other films did. And I feel like that's what True Lies is to James Cameron. It's a perfect fucking movie, but it didn't really like change the way movie making was going. No. So I feel like it gets underrated, but it's a perfect fucking 10 out of 10 movie.
She's like, did you kill people? It's like, yeah, but they were all bad.
They're all bad.
They're all bad. They're all bad.
By the way, I found this watch. If you guys need to know what we were talking about, you got to see this. Like, this is the scene we were talking about with the Jupiter's butt crack. You just got to listen close. Listen.
Oh, we're going to get copyright.
No, it's short. It's short. Listen real close.
I told you, it says Jupiter's butt crack was all I could see.
Jupiter's butt crack. Listen real close.
Jupiter's butt crack was all I could see.
That's a big bitch. If you got a bitch, you take it out with Jupiter. Yeah, dude.
The fucking best.
I didn't think I thought it was one. Yeah, I for a long time I thought it was a lyric that I misheard, but no, that's literally what the song is. Jupiter's butt crack. You can find it on YouTube.
Jupiter's butt crack.
It's like before that movie came out. Who the fuck were you writing that song for? If you just wrote that song randomly. I applaud you for your inventiveness. Like you didn't give a shit.
And I just now realized this, dude. I don't think you and I have ever done a commentary for Dumb and Dumber. I think that's got to go into the Patreon poll this month.
Oh,
Dumb
yeah.
and Dumber.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why, because we couldn't. Well, it's going to be much like Tropic Thunder. There won't be much discussion on film. It'll just be like laughing at what's going on.
Yeah, dude, we got to do Dumb and Dumber for the Patreon. There's no doubt about it. That's got to happen. And by the way, we're about to do what's the next one we're doing? Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one. We're getting ready to do that. There's a link for the Patreon down below if anybody wants to check that out. You can try it for free. There's over 100 movie commentaries on there.
For free, dog.
For free, dog. Motherfucker.
Like that free lunch at school, dog. Go ahead.
Yeah. Got that. Got that
free lunch money, dog. You know what? You sucking on that government cheese, dog. All of that tit, dog.
My number 2 is going to be Speed, dude. This movie and listen, we were fucking
strong.
Jay was 10 or 11. I was 9 years old in 1994.
You act like you were like a baby Yoda.
I'm so young and you're so old.
Yeah, it's like,
no, but
my guy's like he was baby Yoda. I was like the Mandalorian.
No, I like 10, 11 is still super fucking young too. But like I'm just saying, like 9 years old when these movies come. This is one of the best movie years in the history of fucking cinema. When you look at this top 10 list, you guys, can you tell me?
I love it.
Can you fucking tell me right now that 2024 is going to offer 10 fucking bangers like this?
Look at both lists, okay?
Like, yeah, this is what I'm saying. They're almost the same. Like, dude, there's nothing in the past 20 fucking years of movies that has offered anything like this. These are fucking banger after banger after classic after classic. And Speed, to me, Speed holds a special place in my heart because the fucking soundtrack, even the dun 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 dun.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's
when you know that you're gonna be late for school and you only got 10 minutes to comb your hair.
But dude, it was the friendship between, again, you got 2 Jeff Daniels movies back to back. Shout out Jeff Daniels. But like the friendship between Keanu Reeves and Jeff Daniels, an amazing bad guy, as you mentioned before, the amazing idea for an action movie sequence. There's no CGI going on here. These are practical effects. This is pop quiz hot shot. It's like, Harry, you're gonna go home and throw up or puke or whatever. It's like, I think I'm gonna go home. That's what he did too, by the way. At that party, he's like, I'm gonna go home, have some sex. He's like, Harry, you're gonna go home and throw up.
And then, well, you know what? And you know, there was something charming about Keanu Reeves even delivering cringy ass lines when what's his name? That Native American that's on the bus. I don't know if his name's fucking Ortiz. He's like, man, You got some big cojones. And he's like, and then like a fucking, like he's all of a sudden, like he's like a youth pastor. Keanu Reeves is like, that's really gross, Ortiz. I'm like, dude, you said you have big balls.
The dude from Ferris Bueller being like, I got gum on my seat. Gum. No, that was Sandra Bullock that said it. But she was getting away from the Ferris Bueller guy. I got gum on my seat. Gum. Dude, that movie it's a perfect film.
Yeah,
it's
Cameron
a perfect action film.
Yeah.
That's an amazing film.
Dude, I mean, get out of here. It's one of the best. It's one of the best of all time. It really is.
We should do a commentary for that one too.
Well, yeah. When the fucking Patreon members want to vote on it, then maybe we'll do that.
What's your number 2, Sancho Supreme?
Well, it's going to be Forrest Gump.
Forrest what?
Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Can't see here. Listen, I
generally don't know what you said. What did you say?
Forrest Gump.
Oh.
I will say, what's wrong with y'all? You never see the little boy with braces on his legs? I will say, listen, this movie, it's heartbreaking, it's inspirational, it's got one of the best soundtracks ever, and it comes out of nowhere. I watched this movie with no idea of what I was gonna see, like nothing. I thought maybe it'd be a comedy because you see the trailer, it looks kind of comedic. It's not. It's like and then the fact that he rubs shoulders with like all these historical big moments, right, in America, and then comes out on the other side as a multimillionaire and like, dude, I feel like it should be a verb now. A verb. You could be Forrest Gump. You could just be a Forrest Gump. Like that's a Forrest Gump action. That guy's Forrest Gumped. And like, what do you mean? It's like he's just so dumb, but he's a good intentioned dummy. But he fell into the right. He fell into the right part of it. You know, he fell into a good part of life because he gumped it up. He gumped it.
Gumped it.
Like gumped it up. But there's something about that movie, dude. Like I've never, like, when that movie comes on TV or I just get the hankering to watch it. I don't fast forward it, you know, because sometimes you watch a movie so many times you just fast forward to the parts you want. I watched the whole, like everything about that movie. Everything about that movie is compelling. Storytelling, everything about that moves at such a great pace. The pacing is incredible.
There's nothing like it. It's its own fucking genre, dude.
Dude, I swear to God, a few weeks ago, I was like, man, if somebody told me Forrest Gump is the greatest cinema movie ever made, I might agree. I would listen. I was like, yeah, it hits every fucking note. It's perfectly paced. Every character you're invested in, you want to find out what happens. You are totally involved in Forrest Gump's life and where he's going to go next and what's going to happen next and who else he's going to, be involved. Like the music, everything about that movie is so unique, man. If someone said it's the greatest movie of all time, yeah, you put up a seat and let's break bread together.
It's worth discussion, Jim. Yeah. It's worth discussion.
That's why it's number 2 for me.
I have no arguments with that at all. I think both of our lists are pretty fucking sexy, to be honest with you. My number 1, this is going to blow people's minds. People aren't going to like this. People are going to disagree. But once again, let me remind you, we're not saying these are the 10 best
years.
These are not the 10 best movies of the year. It's actually going to be Stargate. No, we're not saying these are the best 10 films made this year. We're saying these are our favorite 10 films this year.
That's all.
And this next movie, I got my grandma to buy it for me for $9.99 at like a fucking Lion King. And I watched it within 1 week. I watched this movie so many fucking times. I literally broke the cassette tape because the VCR ate it. Because I just kept rewinding it and laughing and laughing and laughing. It gave me so much joy, and it still does. Ace fucking Ventura is my number 1 movie.
Best sexy.
1994, dude. It's my favorite Jim Carrey film, and Jim Carrey is probably at least in my top 3 favorite actors of all time. I think he's the funniest man that's ever lived on planet Earth, and this to me was his fucking masterpiece. It was dumb as fuck. It didn't give a shit. It was silly as fuck. It was crazy. It was outlandish. I'm looking for Ray Finkel and a new pair of shorts. It's like Ace. He's like, yes, Satan. Fucking dude. It's just as quotable as like, saddlebags. Fucking the whole fucking thing with the doors like la, la.
I remember that part when he walks in his apartment. He's like, "Come to me, jungle friends."
the fucking pilot of the pool is like, God damn it, man, I'm a doctor, not a pool man.
So he rescued Dan Marino. I was like, hey, Ace, you got any more of that gum? He's like, that's none of your damn business, Ace. Or Dan, and I would imagine you to stay out of my business.
When he was in that fucking pool, he was like, up on the daily. Oh, oh.
Only this. This is double pane soundproof class.
This house is clean.
Yeah,
like fucking dude, unstoppable. Like I understand that it's not going to be on most but for me, as far as movies that gave me pure joy,
Captain Stupid, permission to come on board. And then he goes, oh.
Dude, I was fucking. I don't know if there's a single movie on planet Earth that's given me as much joy in my life as the original Ace Ventura film. So I'm proud as fuck to have that as number one. Comedies are underrated, man.
Well, that's when they were. But back then, they were.
Melissa and Ace.
Well, that's when he goes. You must really love animals. When it gets cold enough. Well, here's the thing. That was back when comedy was allowed to be comedy, and they would make fun of anything like controversial, which really back then everybody just had a sense of humor in 1994. It wasn't the 90s in general, but I remember that when he was talking about when he was trying to convince everyone around him that Finkel is Einhorn and Einhorn is Finkel, when he was like, that kind of surgery can be done over the weekend. Because when he like pulled her and her tits right, he's like, ha ha ha. He's like, that kind of surgery can be done over the weekend, but I don't think in the doctor's busy schedule that he can find the time to get rid of big old Mr. Kadish. He's like, oh boy.
Your gun is sticking into my hip.
Remember when he was like, yeah, he said that. He's like, oh God.
He said, I kissed a man. And then Crime Game comes on. He's like, in the shower of the fucking.
This is what I think it is. Or this is the worst case of hemorrhoids I have ever seen. That's why Roger Predactor's dead. He found Captain.
Or he does the butt thing. He's like, do you have a mint? Perhaps some Medaka?
Yeah, he's like, let me ask you a few questions. Yeah, dude, I forgot. Oh yeah, Tone Loc is in it.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome in it too. That movie, dude. God damn it, I love that fucking movie so much.
When did oh my god, dude, I don't know. I'm gonna go with my number one too. I'll get to that one, but I think in '94, or I don't know, 93, 90. It was between 93 and 95. Did Surf Ninjas come out? Because dude,
I want to say Surf Ninja was 95.
Okay, good, because that's gonna be on my list. Because Surf Ninjas,
I do love Surf
awesome.
Ninjas. It was 93. We missed Surf Ninjas. That was last year. I think I had it in my honorable mention.
Okay, well, fine. Well, Leslie Nielsen. Yeah. Okay, so. Yeah, Ace Ventura, like I couldn't argue with anybody putting Ace Ventura as their number one.
Robin Barker just brought that. Remember who went into the mental asylum as the football obsessed guy in the thing. He was like, let's see that in an instant replay. He's like,
yeah. He's in that box. He's like, yeah.
God damn it.
He's like, laces out. Oh boy. Yeah, my number one is gonna be we know it's gonna be. It's gonna be the Crow.
I knew it's true.
There's no reason to discuss anymore. I think it's one of the greatest superhero dramatic action films I've ever seen in my life. Brandon Lee was phenomenal in that movie. The Ernie Hudson was phenomenal. Everybody in that movie was phenomenal. It was a perfectly captured moment of the 90s that we will never see again. The music, the setting, the way they filmed it, everything about that movie was unique and different. And you won't ever see The Cure, goddamn burn. Like, let's get out of here. It's one of the best. Like the sequence of him, Eric Draven, and that song coming on, and then putting the makeup on, and then standing in the glass part of the busted out window. And the camera pulling out with the lightning, and then Cure blaring. It's one of the best sequences of all time. You're right. The ending should have been more, but unfortunately he did die. Yeah. But I feel like it was so the movie itself was so well done, and all the characters were so compelling. It didn't matter. And again, like it just shows you like this movie is on another level. Like I can't believe that they're even making a fucking 7-Eleven bullshit wish.com version of Eric Draven. Like, this movie should not be remade, like, ever. Like, this movie is sacred ground. It should never be touched.
Give him the name of Steve Dave or some shit, but don't do Eric Draven. You know, it's so simple.
Yeah, which it makes because the Crow. I don't understand that. It's like you guys are so scared of writing an original story because you think it's going to suck. Like, you have to like piranha yourself onto something that's established, like Eric Draven, because you want to get people to come see it. But the Crow is universal. The Crow, the actual storyline of the Crow is it's a supernatural thing that allows people that were wronged in life to come back and seek vengeance to, balance the scales. So why can't you could do that with virtually any fucking story? Why does it have to be Eric Draven? But I know, because I gotta make my guy SoundCloud rapper, dog.
Yeah, dude. I have no qualms with sticking you. I have no qualms with that. The Crow's fucking amazing.
By the way, it's also got one of the best.
Well,
it's also got one of the best movie posters of all time. Like, it's so simple. It's so simple. Yeah, the soundtrack, but the poster is so simple. It's just a black poster with the doors opening up and Eric Draven, aka the Crow, walking through it. With the rain behind him. And
it's one of those movies too. You got to think, like, today in the way that the movie world works today is someone makes a successful movie and then 10 movies try to copy it, right? Yeah. But if you look at this list right here, when The Crow came out, it was a fucking goth ass, fucking dark ass, fucking horror leanings action movie. It literally didn't fit in a genre. It was just an original fucking story. Granted, it came from a comic book, sure, a graphic novel. But there was nothing like it. The Crow wasn't ripping off. The Crow was its own fucking thing, and it exploded because it was special. And I explode because I'm special. It's like too soon sometimes.
People didn't know what to make of it. They didn't know what to make of it when they watched it. It's like getting a blowjob backward. You're like, I don't know what this is, but it feels good. I don't know what I mean. I didn't pay for this, but it's weird. I don't know. I'll go with it.
As Gary Brown says, fire it up, fire it up, fire it up. That's going.
I feel like a little worm on a big fucking hook. He feels like a little worm on a big fucking hook.
Great bad guy, too,
dude. That guy, by the way, if you guys don't know, that bad guy that's in The Crow is also the bad guy in The Three Musketeers with Charlie Sheen, Oliver Platt, and Kiefer Sutherland.
He was also, unfortunately, in Alien Resurrection as a character. Not great there, but still.
Well, you know what it is? I feel like that's where, man, these directors you don't have these directors anymore, and you don't have studios that back these directors anymore. Like, back then in 1994, like a studio was like, okay, we kind of know what The Crow is. It's based on a comic book, but we don't really know. We're going to hire a director that can write a story or something to kind of give us, and they let them do their thing. And they're like, just trust us. And they did it. And they hired actors that believed in the fucking part. It wasn't just this was Marvel cookie cutting, like, huge special effects budget, $1 billion. Back then, that was when people were like rolled their eyes at comic book movies. And they were like, nah, it's not gonna work.
Let me point something out real quick. And this is actually super fucking depressing, what I'm about to point out to everyone, but it's true as fuck. Take a look at Jay and I's list right here. Take a deep fucking look at it. Put it in your fucking mouth and suck on it. All right. These two lists right here.
Tastes like candy.
Not a single fucking film on this fucking list is a sequel or a fucking remake, not a reimagining, nothing. Every single film on this list from 1 year of films is an original piece of work.
That's true.
And that is why movies are fucking dying.
Well,
because they don't do it any fucking more.
And
not a single fucking sequel, dude.
And I appreciate you making me depressed and making me want to smoke more. But I will say,
look at it.
I will say, you're right, because and it's not just in 94, it's 1995, 1996. Like, I feel like now we're going into the golden years of the 90s. Like 94, 93 were great, but now you're getting into like you're getting into that, like, when you go over a hill on a highway, you're like, oh, my wiener. Like, you're getting into that section of the 90s, like where it feels like, you're going really too fast over a hill.
And JT's right. The Crow was an adaptation of a comic book, but still,
we talk about that. We talk about that. We said that. That was back then when people took chances on comic book movies, and they knew that they weren't $1 billion studio that was going to back them.
show this to fucking Hollywood, man. Show this to Hollywood. If you want the industry to survive, stop fucking putting everything into goddamn remakes and fucking sequels and everything else. Like, these are all, dude, that boggles my fucking mind to look at this. These are 20 fucking, and there's not 20 movies because we have a lot of the same ones, but like, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. No sequels, no remakes, no fucking nothing. These are original projects. Well, and it was one of the best movie years in the history of the fucking world.
And not to mention that they were so effective that you remember them. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of movies that I can remember recently and I've watched. I'm like, that's a good movie, but I don't remember a fuck thing about it. Like, if you asked me 2 weeks later, what was it about? Like, I don't know. I can't remember because it shits out of my brain as soon as I see it. Because it's so soulless, and there's no heart in what I'm watching anymore, that I don't absorb these movies. I absorb that shit like into my fucking soul level. I can literally quote you fucking goddamn paragraphs from these movies. Yeah.
And guys, I know some of the movies had sequels. That's not the fucking point. The point is that in 1994, these were all original fucking projects. And you're right. Look at that. On each of our lists, Interview the Vampire has a TV series after it. Little Giants, I don't think had a sequel. If it was like direct to video. Pulp Fiction never had a sequel. Speed had a sequel. Shawshank didn't have a sequel because that'd be fucking weird. Dumb and Dumber had a sequel. Clerks had sequels. True Lies never had a sequel. Forrest Gump somehow never got a sequel. Thank Christ. The Crow, obviously we know where we stand with that. Ace Ventura had a sequel. Speed had a sequel. Dumb and Dumber had a sequel. Airheads did not have a sequel. True Lies did not have a sequel. The Crow had sequels. Clerks had sequels. Pulp Fiction did not. Forrest Gump did not. The Lion King obviously did. But like, that's not the point. The point is that they were making original shit in 1994, and that's why it's the biggest movie fucking years of all time.
If you're talking about in the chat, though, if you're talking about like, well, these movies did spawn sequels later on, of course they did.
Yeah.
But in 1995, 1996, that are the upcoming years, you didn't have I know the Lion King 2. I think there was a Lion King 2 animated show. It was sucked. It's not gonna be on the list. See, that was back then when you put Disney in their fucking place. Like Disney, The Return of Jafar, by the way, I like that movie, but there's a reason why that didn't go to home theater or to theater, because it was made VHS and they knew it wouldn't sell.
I guarantee you, if we get into the 2010s and beyond, 50% of our fucking lists are going to be sequels and remakes.
They're going to be rehashes.
Whatever. Yeah, like, this is fucking crazy. This is the problem. I mean, I feel like we fucking broke the fucking code of Hollywood right here. But the problem is, again, nobody goes to see original films. Abigail just didn't do that great at the box office. As Jay said, it's about the rebuilding of an American flag.
It's about a Holocaust girl that survives. I don't know why people aren't like about it.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
No, man. I know what it's about, by the way. It actually, the trailer was actually enticing. It's a vampire show.
You should go see it. It's pretty,
it looks good. It looks good. From because I like to let the right one in, but it looks like it's more of a comedic. It's more of a comedic telling of the same kind of movie.
Yeah, it's got comedy. It's like, those are fucking onions. Yeah. It's good though. Let me see where we are on the.
I gotta go pee.
You chat. Okay, you go pee. I'll get started with the party farts in the deep nights of Pop-Tarts. I can't wait to do 1995. I can't wait till we get deeper and deeper into it's going to be fun to compare these. And I think what we'll do is, after we're done doing all the top 10s of the years, we'll go back and have a Friday Night Fights and let everybody pick what the best movie was. That could be a fucking great time in the Satchel Paige asshole. Ironically, it's weird. Jay and I, one time in high school, right after high school, we went and hung out with some girls at their house and drank some Canadian Mist because I stole it from my dad's house and put it in a pillowcase to steal it, and took it. And we drank with these girls and we hung out or whatever. And I just remember being really shit faced and then looking up in the basement of this girl's house somewhere in suburbia and just seeing a sign that said Samuel Adams, but I was so fucked up I thought it said Satchel Paige. So I was drunk and in the middle of a situation, and I just looked at Jay and I was like, Satchel Paige. Then we laughed about that for weeks because, like, Satchel Paige's asshole. I don't know. Great, terrible times, actually, to be honest with you. That wasn't a great weekend. Where were we? I'm trying to find it. You guys are so kind to us. Thank you guys for all the super chats. Keep them coming. We're going to answer them all tonight. And I got a couple in my email that we missed last time that we're going to answer.
Guys, I know I got to go to the dentist tomorrow. Like, I have to go, but I feel like this is Miller Lite's fault. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to fake sick, and I'm just not going to go.
You can always reschedule for a couple weeks.
No, dude, I got to go because it'll be like a fucking month out.
Well, who are you talking to? I mean, I was trying to agree with you, and now you're changing up the story on me. It's not my fucking fault.
I'm like, you're gonna be my subconscious. I'm talking to you, and now you have to be my subconscious. Like, well, Jay, you really need to go and have your teeth checked because you already scheduled it. You rescheduled. I'm on
the Mexican
radio.
Kyle says, "Congrats, Jay. No smoking. You playing Stellar Blade?"
No, I'm playing Stellar No Smoking.
Is that a game?
No, it's not. But no, I've not played Stellar Blade. Like, it looks great. Bayonetta vibes, but
dude, that's so fucking funny because I swear to God, Jimmy Ron, I did not see this when I made that joke, but dude, the very next, literally seconds later after that super chat was Jimmy Ron who said, "The Mexico radio.
I'm on the Mexican radio."
Kyle, Terrifier 3 moved back to October 11th. I fucking love it. Hell yeah, Terrifier in October. Make it a yearly or every other year thing. Terrifier 2.
I hope Terrifier 3 is good, and I hope that they discount and discontinue that supernatural bullshit they did in the second one.
I like it. I think it's sexy.
No, it's not, Mike. Strange. That girl is hot, but that fucking goddamn storyline is not.
You're hot. Gary B says, I meant Heart Attack earlier. Mike, I took your movie advice a while ago and watched the movie The Guest today from 2014. It was pretty good. It was pretty good, my friend. Sorry that it was a heart attack. We hoped it was something less serious.
What the fuck is it? What are you talking
Jay's never seen The Guest, Gary. Don't worry about it.
He's a lying bastard, dude. Go back on our channel. We reviewed it.
Hey, watch Airheads tonight. Hey, Gary, and obviously, very sorry for what's going on with your dad. But if you want something that's going to make you laugh that you haven't seen before from our list tonight, if you have not seen Airheads, please enjoy that when you get done with the stream. You're going to laugh your ass off.
Watch Fallout TV show.
That's not funny. It's not a comedy. It's not going to make
no, actually, no, it actually is.
Should I watch it?
I fuck you.
No, I'm not going to do it. Rob Marcus says, Mike, do you remember your initial reaction to the Billy Stu reveal? Were you surprised? Any Ghostface reveal that caught you off guard? Listen, I can't exactly remember my surprise because the first time I watched Scream, I was just fully just getting just my dick blown in all sorts of ways. So the whole thing was an existential experience for me. And honestly, since then, no, I don't think. I'm thinking 2, I'm thinking 3, thinking 4, 5, 6. The only thing that actually caught me off guard with any of the Scream reveals was in 6, actually, because I swear to God, dude, I was sitting there, and when the first 2 had revealed themselves, and I'm like, I have no idea who 3 is, and then they were getting ready to reveal themselves. In my heart and soul, I got this little fucking penis movement. My penis moved just a little bit, and I thought, oh my God, is it gonna fucking happen? It's gonna be Stu. I don't know who else it could be. And then it was the dead girl. I was like, fuck. It was more disappointment than it was shock, for sure. But I've never been, other than the first one.
The ending of Scream 6 made me cringe so fucking bad I broke my back. But, you know, like the guy, like literally you had fucking bullets in your gun and you chose to not shoot him. I don't know.
He was running at her angrily.
What are you doing?
He was crazy mad.
What's going on? I mean, did someone forget to fucking write something? I don't know.
He wanted to personally snap her throat himself.
Yeah, and by the way, you didn't ask me, but I was like, did you guys not know that Stu and what's his name? They fucked? They're gay. Did you guys not know that? That should have been the shocker right there.
They were on a
they were like totally gay. Stu and fucking Billy were gay. They were fucking gay.
I think so too. By the way, I agree with you.
I do. I think that Lilith's even talked about it multiple times.
I think they were definitely butt fucking for sure.
Mm-hmm.
No question.
You suck butt dick, dog.
Yeah, and Stu was definitely the counter end of that. Kyle says Dr. Loomis Michael's cheating on you with Jason's mom.
Hey Kyle, you know what you're not doing? You know what you're not cheating with? A job. Stop wasting your dollars and use that $2.79 and go get a taxi to the goddamn library because you can't afford internet and get on Indeed.com. Look for a job, Kyle.
Maybe Monster, perhaps Monster.
Monster, you know, what are you doing? If he dates a monster, that's fine. Who are you? You still got a goddamn dick frog in your throat. Shut up.
Dawn of the Corn. What's good, fellas? Saw Phantom Menace earlier today, and it was insane to see again on the big screen. The last fight sequence is goated.
Yep.
Strangers films tonight. Are you saying you're watching the new Strangers film tonight? Holy shit, good for you, dude.
Did I? I did. I did get to see a Phantom Menace on the big screen when it came out.
Me too.
Because I was my older brother. He picked me up from middle school because it was really cool. He actually picked me up from middle school early to go see Star Wars New Hope Special Edition when they had a Jabba the Hutt and shit like that. And I remember watching that in 1997, and then watching A Phantom Menace. But you're right, the Darth Maul sequence with Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn, it might be the greatest lightsaber fight ever. I mean, some will argue that Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Anakin Skywalker on the planet of Mustafar is better. But dude, the way that they shot that, and I always have like in nostalgia in my heart and fart. Somebody put ball with the ball when Darth Maul fought Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan.
My name is Kid.
Yeah, like my name is Darth Maul. When the doors open, it's like, dude, yeah, like I might go with you there on Child of the Corn. Is it goated? Is it the best of all time? Listen, that go in the comments, you guys, and you nerdy fuckers. What is better, the Anakin Skywalker versus Obi-Wan Kenobi on Mustafar, or is it Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn in Episode 1?
That's the two. That's the two for sure. I mean, I think the one in the earlier Star Wars movies had far more weight to it. But I think the choreography and the way they shot the Phantom Menace scene was great. But I saw the Phantom Menace in theaters twice.
It was great,
and not a good movie. In my
no,
opinion.
It was great. Well, you only wanted to see the Darth Maul fight. Like that's
but the Darth Maul fight was so good.
It made up for almost the entire movie. But here's the thing: is like later on, they're like, why were they fucking so slow in the newer in the later sequels? And I'm like, yeah, that's called gout. That's called the drinking. And they were like, yeah, I gotta move slower.
Yeah, those fucking Star Wars bars, they served heavy-handed. Michael Parton said, "What's wrong with being gay? Absolutely nothing." Absolutely nothing. That's why we make jokes about it, because it's normal and it should be normal and everyone should get the fuck over it, right? Because I think they have. I think everyone's a little gay, right?
Well, yeah, they are. And I think
top 10 dudes you would fuck. Give me a list right now.
I like bringing it up because it's like some people, it's so weird. You're living in 2024. People are still like fucking scared of it. They're like, what? I ain't gay. I was like, no, yeah, you might be. But who gives a shit? I don't give a fuck if you're gay. If you like smoking holes, smoke it. Yeah,
100%. I fucking love that we're in the gay age because
I'm both scoot boogie.
Is horror comedies tier list coming back? We do got to do part 2. Because there was some left hanging on for sure. At some point, but it's good boogie, and I thank you for bringing that back up.
Like your profile pics like this. Is it coming back though?
He was like Spencer from Einstein Kills.
I mean, is it coming back though?
I'm waiting. Jay, we're at 8:48 with Adrian Ybarra. I'll read this one, but if you want to get caught up on that before I go take me a pee, Tom. He says, safe to say Drake and Diddy's favorite 94 movie is Leon the Professional. Dude, I'm so confused by it because like literally some people I love and respect really love that movie and recommend it to me. So I'm not trying to shit on people who like the movie. But I'm telling you, I watched that fucking movie. And I almost checked myself into the fucking FBI for watching because that shit was creepy and perverted as fuck.
It's like when you're like trying to look at it, when you're trying to like click on a porn and then you're like, oh shit, it redirected me to somewhere. I gotta sign off real quick.
You could say that you liked it regardless, and I understand that, but to tell me that movie's okay.
Isn't the guy that plays Leon though like a famous actor? Leon,
I know his name. He's been in a bunch of shit. He's a good actor. He's really good.
Yeah, that guy.
That movie's perverted as fuck, and it's disgusting. Like fuck that movie for life, in my opinion.
Natalie Portman the girl?
Yeah, little 11-year-old girl. Dude.
Gary Oldman's in that.
Gary Oldman's a fucking great bad guy too. He's amazing in the film. But
Jean Reno is a French.
Yeah, Jean Reno. Yes. We're at Tanner freaking Bowles. Okay, and we will be there all 3 days this year. That was
look at his profile pic. Yeah, bro,
with you. And this year, for the first year, yes, we will be there on Sundays. We apologize for it ahead of time, but we will be there all 3 days at Scarefest this year. Be right back, horse.
Okay, I'll be okay. I think we're caught up. Oh no, we don't. Gary. Oh my God, why did I go full screen? I can't read it if I do that. What the fuck, Gary? It's your fault, Gary. Hold on, Gary. Calm down, Gary. What the fuck, dude? Where are you at, Gary? Oh my God, dude. I was being quiet on purpose to make like so you guys can hear like how the fuck I don't even know where I am. I don't even know where the fuck am I doing? This is so stupid. I'm so fucking pissed off. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette in a minute. I'm gonna do it. It was Gary, and oh my god, dude, how fucking. Oh my god, dude. There it is. Thank God. I found you, Gary. Let's hold hands. He says, and thank you, by the way, Gary. At this point, I would make a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff set in Mexico, cast Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera, and call the killer Federico Kruger, played by Pedro Pascal. Listen, I don't give a fuck where you set the goddamn movie. You could call it that. Federico Kruger in Mexico. Fine, cool. As long as the Nightmare on Elm Street movie pops back up on the big screen show. But you're right. I'm exactly at the frustration levels that you are. I'm at gusher level pissed off. Okay. Gusher levels. But I agree. Whatever. At this point, let's just have a goddamn Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Adrian Ybarra says, not sure if I'm hyped for the Mufasa movie coming in. It's going to be hot trash, dude. Hot shit. Hot shit, Nelly said. It's going to be bad. Do not watch that movie. That movie, do not give Disney your money. It's going to be bad. Like anything coming out of Disney right now is Ebola. It's fucking straight AIDS. Do not watch that shit. It's crap. It's turds. Adrian Ybarra also says, true story, smashed a coworker during Lion King. Lol. That's called champion. Okay? You deserve the Intercontinental title that Ultimate Warrior had, as well as the heavyweight championship of the world for doing such a thing during the movie. That's incredible and insane. You must be a fucking ninja that you were able to pump and get away with that. And no one noticed. Good job, Adrian. I appreciate it. And look forward to more stories. Let's see here. Going through. Okay. Nicholas Boyce says Walmart has new 4K The Crow steelbooks. And then there's a C with a bunch of equal signs and then a 3. I don't know if you're calling this cunts. I don't know what that is. But I think that's great. And to be fair, I'm a recently converted lover of 4K. I was against it for 1,000 years. And then I finally purchased a 4K TV through Affirm, by the way. Great goddamn service. If you guys don't know what Affirm is, it's basically a rent-a-center on Amazon. It's great. I mean, you can stretch that bitch out for 24 months and pay like $25 a month. And you can own some cool shit. Anyway, that's cool. The only thing I've got in 4K is Ghostbusters, which a subscriber sent to us, and I think Top Gun Maverick. So yeah, but 4K is totally worth it. 4K is really good. It does, and there is actually a huge difference. Nighttime. Thank you so much, dude. Dumb and Dumber prequel's okay. My dad couldn't stop laughing at the part when they drink the icy real fast and get brain freezes, and Harry says, "Ow!" My dad always got brain freezes and knew the feeling. Yeah, the prequel. To be fair, the prequel was. Yeah, I would even put the prequel above the sequel. I like the prequel better. I think the sequel was trash, and I don't know what it was. I don't know if they were just afraid to pull the trigger on a lot of jokes, and they just didn't do it. But it didn't have the same charm to it, the sequel, at all. The prequel at least tried to do something different, and it was decent enough. But yeah, I agree with you, Nighttime. It was a good movie. It's all right. Nighttime also says, by the way, thank you, and the Dumb and Dumber prequel scene where chocolate bar melts in advance, then Eugene Levy walks in the bathroom screaming, "He shit all over the walls." Yeah, again. I feel like the prequel had bigger balls in the way that they were trying to tell the comedy than the sequels did. But you're right. I think that both of them, Dumb and Dumber and the prequel, Dumb and Dumber obviously is superior, but the prequel at least tried to live up to the spirit of what the original movie had. The sequel was just trash. Love Being Artistry says, dude, X-Men 97 is badass. Fatal Attraction happened. Roadhouse 2 announced. Did it already? Oh my god, dude. Was that dude, Love Being Artistry? Are you telling me that this sucker is nuclear? No. This sucker's electrical, but I think 1.21 gigawatts. I thought Fatal Attraction hadn't happened yet. Oh my god, now I gotta watch it. Oh my fuck, dude. Because if that's the cliffhanger, if season 1 was, are we in season 1? X-Men 97, it ended on Fatal Attraction. Oh my god, I gotta watch it now. But you've ruined me because now I must do it. I must watch and Roadhouse 2 and I haven't watched Roadhouse. I'm an asshole. I know. I get it. But I still love Jake Gyllenhaal and I want to lick his face. I just haven't watched it. Tim C. God damn, dude. Thank you so much. Tim C. is an incredible human being. And he used to be a cop. That's right. Die Hard situation. Bruce Willis. He says, have always loved Jennifer's Body and Megan Fox. Only gets hotter with age. I agree. Madison Beer, an EDM artist, made an awesome homage to the movie. She can't hold a candle to Miss Fox, but isn't a Wish version. Play the first few minutes of Make You Mine on mute. Hope the chat is good. Listen, Tim. Jennifer's Body is hot as fuck. It's sexual. It gets you where you need to go if you're looking for a sexual situation, right? But it's also a great movie. To be fair, it's a good horror movie. It's a good comedy. It's a dark comedy, but it's still good. It's cast well. It's paced well. It's enjoyable. But you are absolutely right. Megan Fox is getting hotter with age. Now,
unfortunately, yeah.
Madison Beer, an EDM artist, made an awesome homage to the movie. I don't want to showcase her on the channel because we all might just quit watching the channel and just go jack off. If what you're saying is true. So I will say you are probably correct, though. And again, I was informing the people because I was against the idea of watching Megan's Body or Jennifer's Body. Megan's Body, it's the same. Jennifer's Body, when it first came out, I remember the trailers. Then I was like, oh, she gets a little sexual with Amanda Seyfried that I'm going to enjoy. And I watched it, and I honestly enjoyed it. It was actually a good movie. I think it was like one of those, it was everything that Species wanted to be, but succeeded where Species failed. Like Species, the movie Species, you remember that? Yeah. It was trying to be hot, and she was hot. Like, don't get me wrong, that movie was good in certain aspects, but I think that Jennifer's Body just took what Species did originally and improved on it.
That's a great fucking point, by the way. And yeah, that's the thing about Megan Fox too, is that like, yeah, and you're right, Tim. Like, and thank you so fucking much, dude. Thank you. You're so kind to us, man. We really appreciate you. Megan Fox is just ridiculously perfect human being. And it makes me mad because when you look at the kind of person she may or may not be as a person, it's frustrating, especially the mom shit, but like, and the Michigan Kelly stuff, but like, God damn, Jim. God damn. Like, that is a perfect species human being. If you put it that way. Like, it's ridiculous. It's redonkulous, and it hurts my soul and my heart in the night.
Well, I just read something. Robert Rawl, he didn't super chat anything. He said, Jay, you're looking a little jaundiced. Get your liver checked. Well, that's not a good thing. Am I looking yellow?
I think it's just the lighting, perhaps. Just it's the yellowish lighting.
Well, yeah, I have I'll show it. Hold on.
Yeah, that's
normal lighting.
A little better. Jay's looking healthier than I've seen Jay look in a minute. And let me say,
Robert, now I gotta go on a binge and look at all the goddamn listen. Look at my eyes. My eyes do not have yellow in the goddamn corner.
No, that guy's just being a cunt rag 5,000. I'm gonna say
no,
this.
He's not being a cunt. He's probably being concerned. And I am concerned, Robert. And you're gonna come with me to my doctor's appointment.
Right along with. No, Jay, and I was literally just thinking this outside. Jay's healthier than he's been in a while. And by the way, I was joking earlier about the Alex Skarsgård thing. I think that you're hotter than Alex Skarsgård even today. How about that? How about that? That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Okay, tell me more.
Yeah, it's just as hot with better conversation.
Well, tell me now before jaundice takes me forever.
Says, my first ever question is this. And welcome, first time super chat. Thank you, buddy.
Don Ron,
appreciate you.
Don Ron, Jim and I. We like it.
Fuck, marry, kill. Gay version. Henry Cavill, Superman, Colin Farrell's Bullseye, Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool.
That's easy.
Yeah, I'm marrying Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, because I love that man with all my hearts and fires. Oh, fuck Henry Cavill, Superman, because he's an attractive man. And I'm going to kill Bullseye because I don't want that guy anywhere near my butthole.
Yeah, like, it's the same. I feel like a relationship has to have comedy, and Ryan Reynolds would always keep it fresh, like always making me laugh. and Henry Cavill is one of those dreamboat guys that you just dream about having sex with, but not really having any like strings attached to it, because he might be a little bit like, he might be a clinger. And then Colin Farrell's Bullseye is just like annoying.
Yeah,
like he's ego driven. Like he's like, I'm gonna grab him by the pussy type of guy.
Yeah, he accidentally comes on your leg. He's like, I never miss. It's like, well, you did, sir.
So I think we just answered it.
Don Ron Gemini says Mike looks like Chris Pratt to me, and actually seems to have the same kind of energy and sense of humor. Well, thank you.
So he doesn't like his daughter that has Down syndrome.
Yeah, everybody hates Chris Pratt now.
Yeah,
that
it's so
would have been
weird.
really nice a few years ago.
Yeah, it's so weird that happened. Like Anna Faris, like, and him divorced, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, he doesn't love his daughter because she's got like something wrong with her mentally.
Yeah,
how dare he post on Instagram that he loves Jesus Christ and happy to have another fucking kid.
That's the pendulum of the world, dude. Chris Pratt was like a superstar, and then obviously people had to tear him down. To me, he still seems like a great guy.
What was weird to me is like, and I don't know if this is true because it was never confirmed, but Chris Pratt is obviously a Christian guy, which is cool. I don't care what religion is, whatever, it's fine. But he, someone said that despite him, in the comic books anyway, Marvel made Star-Lord like gay, and so that they were trying to like flip him off because he was like, I'm never going to be a gay. I wouldn't be a gay Star-Lord. I won't be a gay Star-Lord. Which if they did it just to fuck with him, that's kind of fucked. It's like, you guys are petty as shit if you did that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I remember reading Guardians of the Galaxy back in the day before there's ever a movie of it, and Star-Lord was never gay. And if you just did that to make him bisexual all of a sudden, just because he came out and said he likes Jesus or whatever,
yeah,
that's like that. You're like literally the pettiest of the petty.
Yeah, and look, dude, I'm not a religious person. The older and older I get, the more I see wrong with the religion personally. But I'm not going to look at every single person who's a Christian or like has religion and be like, "You fucking magatard," like whatever, like psycho shit. Like, come on, like the guy seems like a nice guy. Give him a fucking break,
dude. I lost people recently, like really recently, and I believe in heaven and God and Christ and stuff like that. And that's what I mean. I do feel like I believe in that shit, and that's fine. I do. I feel like I want to believe that my family members went somewhere, everlasting and happy, and that's fine. But I don't try to push that. I don't push a fucking dick on people and be like, you need to fucking believe this.
Yeah,
I never said that. But if people go out of their way because it makes them uncomfortable that other people feel that way, then you're a petty piece of shit. Like if Chris Pratt is a proclaimed Christian that loves his family and wants to raise them in the Christian way or whatever, and you fuckers went out of your way to make him feel uncomfortable or be a dickhead, like, we're gonna make this character gay and see what he does, then you have no life. You literally have you've never touched a dick or a boob in your life.
Look, and I have people in my family that are the wrong kind of Christian that use it to hurt people, and that's why there's a lot of family ties.
Well, they're obviously not Donald Trump supporters,
but but no, when I think about like good Christian people, I think about like mom, like that's a fucking shit. Sorry.
Well, that's how I was raised. I was raised in the mom Christianity.
Right. An amazing person who was always out to help people and was sweet and loved everybody regardless. That's what a true Christian is. Now, there's a lot of people that bastardize that name and use it to hate people.
Yeah.
But there are definitely two different kinds of it. And you can't just put everybody in one fucking bubble. That's
it's so weird to me. It used to be back in the day. Like, I don't know. Like, it just used to be a different story. Like, mom would be like, well, I don't agree with homosexuality, but I would never be mean to a I would be friends with them. Like, she would never, be mean out of, what I mean?
And she comes from old school Christian stuff.
Like, Mama was in her 80s when she died. But I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, I always feel like what Christianity should have been is like accepting of everything, of everybody. I mean, Christ himself went to fucking whorehouses to fucking recruit people.
Right. And so, I'm not even saying I agree with that take on it, but like still yet, if it comes from someone who is a good person at heart, then it's different,
But by the way, I like how that we took what Don Ron said and then we turned this whole thing into a fucking like come to Jesus moment.
Totally fucking different. A. Davis says, if the shadow isn't number one, I'm gonna beat my cat. Well, I'm sorry for your cat.
I hope that how's that fucking pussy pate taste?
It was a great 5 o'clock shadow that man had. There's no doubt about it. You can't argue with that part, even though the movie sucked. Dogma says, here's my top 5. Street Fighter, number 2 animated movie, Pulp Fiction, The Crow, maybe Clerks, and Natural Born Killers. See, Natural Born Killers didn't make my list because it's so fucking mean. Like, that's what I said. Celebrates hate.
Dude,
like,
it's weird because I was talking to my brother Cody on the phone today, and he was talking about Natural Born Killers. Like, he also mentioned Wyatt Earp. Remember Wyatt Earp came out this year? And I can't put Wyatt Earp is boring as fuck. It is the Wish.com version of Tombstone.
For sure.
But even though Gene Hackman was in, I mean, Dennis Quaid was in that. It had some good actors, but it was so fucking boring. But yeah, Natural Born Killers, dude. Cody mentioned that too, my brother. It makes me feel weird, dude. I don't like it. It just like there's something about I just don't like it.
There's movies like American Psycho where it's like entertaining, but also the character happens to be a piece of shit. Natural Born Killers, when I watch it, it feels like it's a celebration of that shit. Like, and like,
weird.
Being like, I've never been a fucking fan of that movie, to be honest with you. But no, great list though. Terry of the Dead, my top 10 in no order: Star Trek Generations, Pulp Fiction, Shawshank, Airhead, Speed, Wolf. Wolf's underrated, dude. That's not that bad of a movie. People give it shit, but it's fun. The Mask, I never liked The Mask as much.
All right, I liked it. I just didn't put it in my top 10.
Yeah, it's like one of my least favorite. True Lies and D2, Mighty Ducks for sure. And by the way, just really super fucking quick. There is a fuck shit ton of honorable mentions. I will not waste time. I will just run through them though. Movies I loved in 1994 that did not make my list include On Deadly Ground, Steven Seagal, underrated fucking movie. It's got great moments in it. Michael Caine's a bad guy. Brain Scan's fucking amazing. Fresh was a great movie. Major League 2 was in my list for so long.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
The Chase, Blue Chips, fucking.
God damn it, dude! Fuck, I forgot about it. Oh my god, dude, that would have been my list. I didn't even. Jesus Christ, it's Miller Lite.
The Ref was great. Shawshank Redemption, obviously. Stargate.
Did you take money? Those kids gave us their hearts.
Interview the Vampire. You mentioned that one. The Client was great. The Getaway was great. Milk Money fucking rocked shit. That was awesome.
Also, The War. Did you put The War on there with Kevin Costner?
No, I didn't. I missed that one. That's a great movie though. It doesn't hold candle to The War or A Perfect World. Perfect World was even better.
God damn it, that was 93 though.
Yeah, different year. But A River Wild, Kevin Bacon, that was a great movie. Reality Bites, No Escape, Surviving the Game, Blown Away, Night Watch fucking ruled, and obviously New Nightmare. Didn't have the gusto to make it.
Listen, I never blamed Wes Craven for what he did with New Nightmare. New Nightmare literally, you couldn't, like, that guy, he exhausted every brain cell to bring that movie back. Like what they did with Freddy's Dead, like I would dare any fucking director to be like, okay, now you fucking fix it.
Yeah. A lot of problems with that movie.
That was smart. Though. I was like, I'm going to make it real life. Like that was smart. That was meta as fuck. And that was cool.
In terms of Major League 2, which is one of my favorite movies of all time, that movie had marbles. You have no marbles. New Nightmare had marbles.
I love that movie. Major League 2, I watched it first because I think I think I watched it first because when I was younger, it was rented for me, or I don't know why, because it was PG-13. I had no idea Major League 1 was rated R until way later when I watched it. And I was like, holy shit. That's why I think, but I liked Major League 2 a lot more. I even liked Willie Mays Hayes actor better than Wesley Snipes.
That's crazy how they just did that shit too.
Well, yeah, but, they all look alike though.
Major League 2 was in
the
my
movie.
List.
I'm kidding. I'm not saying that they do.
I rewatched Major League 2 the other day with my wife, and it actually didn't hold up as well as I thought, so it didn't make the list, but it was number 8 on my list for the longest time.
The guy, the bad guy in that movie, the one that was the opposite batter,
Jack Parkman,
when he was like, he goes, new haircut, same dead arm. When he was, that's what I remember.
Fucking dude, Major League 2 is classic. It's all-time great. Quentin Franks, and again, didn't make the top 10. I would absolutely put Major League 2 in my all-timer list. Quentin Franks said, "Holy shit balls! It's been a while since I got to catch one of these."
Hey, Quentin, you came at the end, but we don't mind that you came at the end. We liked it.
Kiss these lips, Quentin. Show me what you're working with. As
we're gonna come back on Friday, Quentin. Come back on Friday.
Yeah, be here, slut. Benjamin Shelby says Killshot versus Meet the Grams. Which one's better? Oh, it's Killshot. I think Killshot crushes everything that Drake and oh my god, what the fuck's wrong with my brain? What's his fucking name, dude?
Machine Gun Kelly.
No.
Drake.
Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, Killshot crushes all of those to me. I think
First
it's still
off,
underrated.
no, you're wrong.
Fucking Beard's
because
weird.
a Rap Devil crushes all.
Shut your bitch ass mouth. Lee the Machine, thank you so much once again, my friend. You're too good to us. He says, "Hey, Loomis and Chalice, I need to see you both in my office tomorrow morning." And Loomis, you're taking Michael underwear shopping, and Chalice is tagging along with y'all, and y'all both be on your best behavior.
What kind of goddamn fantasy are you talking about? I'm not taking Michael anywhere from the padded room that he's in unless it's to the gas chamber. You goddamn moron. I'm not going to take him to Sears or Victoria's Secret to shop for the thong that I'm sure he wants to wear. I know that Dr. Chalice likes to wear thongs, but that's not here nor there. I am saying to you that Michael Myers will not be going shopping tomorrow, Lee. So what do you mean?
We should
information.
go. We should go. We should take him. All right. We should take him. Have you ever been to Victoria's Secret around Christmas time?
I've looked at it on Amazon.com.
Oh God, they have underwear and drawers. You can pull the drawers out and you can just sniff them all you want. Now they come from the factory in China or wherever. But like, if we take him there, you never know. I had this fantasy of like women coming up and be like, "You want to try these on?" And then I try on the underwear, and then the ladies like it.
Disgusting.
And then I sleep with them because they know I'm a doctor, and women love doctors. So that's what we should do. We should go. We should do it. Let's make a date of it. Let's go. Me, you. We'll get coffee, Boilermakers, and let's go together.
Take you to the goddamn NSA.
All right, that's National Sex Association because that's exactly where I belong.
What it stands for. Yes, you're gonna go there.
Let's go. I'll help these women figure out
also how the FBI stands for Fat Boy Institute. Take you there, and you can talk to them about whatever you want to.
I've been working on cutting back on the thick beers. All right, don't call me fat.
Shut your goddamn
I'm a doctor.
Pussy mouth.
You whore. You fucking whore. Michael Parton says gay Forrest Gump would be hot to
God damn it, Michael. No, it wouldn't be.
God, you'd even fuck Forrest Gump? Jesus Christ, man. Have some standards.
If Forrest Gump was gay,
have some fucking standards, Michael.
I thought the most beautiful name, didn't he? Yeah, listen, Michael. If Forrest Gump was gay, okay, I would listen. Maybe they missed the boat. Making Forrest Gump gay would have been genius.
Look out for the sequel in 2025. Leave the machine again, you slut. Says, hey, fellas, it sucks Surf Ninjas never got a Blu-ray release or it's not streaming sites, but it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube for free and in HD, which I didn't know. I'm going to watch that soon.
No, Moto Surf. They were like surfing on the fucking Jeep, and they're like, oh, get down, dude. It's a cop. And they got, dude, listen, if you guys don't know, Surf Ninjas is like one of the most like corny, cringiest 1990s movies ever, but it's so fucking good. And guess who stars in that movie? Keno from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, and also a young Rob Schneider. That it's like, what are you doing in this movie, dude? And Leslie Nielsen's in it, and then it's stupid, but it's so
tonight, you fucking dicks, go and watch Brain Scan, go and watch Airheads, and go and watch Surf Ninjas. You're gonna have the time of your fucking lives. We promise, guaranteed. Thank you, Lee. You're the best.
Remember when Rob Schneider throws the dynamite? And he's like, I got one. It's like, you're supposed to light it first. Like, oh yeah.
Andrew Yadden. Good list. Agree with most. My honorable mentions: Above the Rim, Flintstones, The Mask. 94 was a weak year for horror slashers, though. Only New Nightmare. That is true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 94 was. I was looking for like some horror movies. I couldn't find any, but yeah, you're right.
They were waiting on Scream. They were waiting on Scream to revitalize the industry, as it did. You're lucky Scream exists. Just pay your respects and shut the fuck up. Colton Can fucking Lure says, "What's up, boys? Who did it better, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine or RDJ as Iron Man?"
Oh, goddamn you, fucking Colton!
Stinky turd!
Why you bring this to me? Don't bring this to my table.
The River Wild made my top 10. Love y'all. Love you too. Hashtag the next beer truck champion. I believe in you, whore.
I would say, listen, no, you know what? I'm gonna say, I think the more difficult job is Hugh Jackman bringing Wolverine to life. That is one. Wolverine,
tough.
Wolverine is absolutely the most popular character Marvel has ever put out, next to Spider-Man. Wolverine is like the epitome of what Marvel is. I mean, you know what I mean? Like you have Spider-Man and then you have Wolverine. So you put that on a young actor like Hugh Jackman and what he's able to do, and not only what he's able to do with that, but then transform in like you can say what you want about the movie Wolverine. I know it sucked. A lot of people didn't like it, but Hugh Jackman literally transformed into Wolverine. Like every time he like pops the claws and like the scream and again, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, like it's great and 100%. And nobody knew who Iron Man was unless you were a comic book reader. But Tom Cruise was originally tapped for that role and could have easily done it as well. I think that Hugh Jackman, again, I know that Russell Crowe was going to play Wolverine and he passed it on to Hugh Jackman. But I feel like Hugh Jackman is the equivalent of playing Batman versus Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man. I mean,
dude, it's such a tough answer. There's really no wrong answer to that because they are like Hugh Jackman brought like a personal. The thing about Hugh Jackman is like X-Men came out before anybody was doing anything superhero. Like it came out and it was broken. It was kind of fucked up. But he did his best with it. Yeah. And then he grew into that over the years. It feels like RDJ started as Iron Man and it was perfect from the get. So it's really hard to pick between the two of them. I'm going to take Hugh Jackman, but it hurts my cockles deeply because
I would say that Robert Downey Jr. is the face. I would say Robert Downey Jr. is the face of what MCU is, what it should have been. And Hugh Jackman is the pioneer that paved the way.
Yeah, he's like the black sheep in a way.
Yeah.
Kind of like, dude, there's no wrong answer there. Great fucking question. Tanner freaking Bowles said, imagine Adam Sandler's Freddy Krueger.
Want to touch the dreams. Want to touch the heinies. Oh. Yeah.
I want to say, are you going to the mall later? Oh, that's... That would be fucking funny. Honestly, probably be better than what we got with Joel Ackman, whatever the fuck his name was. DJ, you fucking slut!
Oh my god, DJ!
Stop hurting us with your kindness. It hurts my butt. It can't take any more. My top 10 of 94. Eat it up! Number 10, Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation.
You're nasty,
Thank
DJ.
you for putting some respect on that.
You're
fucking
nasty,
movie.
DJ.
That movie's great.
Like, how drunk are you right now?
Shut your mouth. That movie fucking rules. Everyone can eat my dick. Wes Craven's New Nightmare,
Nowhere.
The Crow, The Mask, Clerks, True Lies, Pulp Fiction, Dumb and Dumber, Interview with a Vampire, number 1. Brain Scan.
Listen,
I love the
I want you to know. I want
Scan.
you to know something about DJ. DJ doesn't care to put Tupac Shakur and Marilyn Monroe in his profile pic, and he doesn't give a fuck to come in last second and say number 1 is Brain Scan from 1994, and you can suck my dick if you don't agree with me. And he'll say that to a young mother and her child at the laundromat.
Brain Scan's so underrated.
He don't give a fuck.
So underrated. That movie feels like fucking. That was true crime before true crime. That shit felt so real.
1 top 10. Everybody knows the rules.
Thank you, DJ. Lee the Machine. Lieutenant Loomis Ice Cream.
When the fuck did we get ice cream?
By the way, dude,
I gotta
point this out.
New Orleans.
Listen, thank you, Lee. We gotta go. But I will point this out, dude. It was funny. I just watched the latest One Bite Pizza, and Dave Portnoy was in Atlanta, and he was doing a pizza review. And then this guy, he gave it a 7.7, which is a big score. And the guy was like, this guy, like out of nowhere, was like, the owner was walking over, like when he was like, "Hey," the guy was like, "That's a huge score for you, man. Do you know what this is? That's a huge score. 7.7. You just changed your life. You just changed your life." And then Dave was like, "Yeah." And he's like, and then the guy was like, "Hey," he's like, he didn't say Dave. He's like, "Hey, this is one of the owners." And then Dave's gonna go walk over and like say hello. And then the guy's like, "This is Scott Portnoy. This is Scott Portnoy." He called him Scott. And then Dave was like, "Scott." And the guy came over. The guy came over. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Because he didn't know who he was. He's like, "Yeah, I guess I'm Scott Portnoy. How you doing?" And he's like, it's just so because this guy was like dick licking Dave Portnoy, but he's like, "Hey, this is huge for your company." This is Scott Portnoy.
Somebody was day drinking. Zachary Hogan says, just saw Kingdom of the Apes movie. While not as good as the trilogy, it's still really good. Excited to see what's next. In my opinion, I think the trilogy is the best of all time. Chef's kiss. Listen, dude, like I literally had plans to go and see the new Apes movie, right? And this is one of the few times I've let reviews skew me on whether or not to see a movie. I had a busy weekend, I had a lot of stuff going on. And
mine must have been banned from Dave McRae's fucking chat.
I'm not in tune with the way most Apes movie people feel, because I saw that trailer and I thought the trailer looked like shit. But what I read from the reviews was like, hey, it's fine. Like basically, even the movie has a positive score. You would think it's fucking the bee's knees, but when you read the reviews, every positive review is like, it's fine, it's boring as shit, but the end's okay, it's all right. And like, I don't like to see a 2.5 hour Apes movie that's full of CG when they could have done it in practical effects, and it's not as good as any of the previous movies. I love the Planet of the Apes franchise, and I just didn't want to go see it. I stayed home and I watched the Yuma movie instead. So
But you don't give a fuck about film.
Shut up, bitch.
Blu-ray fucking review.
Suck my dick hole, slut. Dean Cream Between says Heat, Casino, Friday, Billy Madison, and my 95. Dude, 95 is gonna be fucking wild.
We can't wait to get that. And guess what? We gotta get out of here now.
Wild. We're almost done. We're almost done. But 95 is gonna be.
You all stop donating.
Please stop it. I can't take it in my hole.
God damn it, Mona. With your fucking pantsless picture.
Blockbuster or Hollywood Video. And if you're gonna go back in time for one day, what movies you're renting and what snacks you pick and love your faces? Moda, that's a fucking hard question. If I can go back in time, I'm going back and I'm renting. By the way, Hollywood Video. I'm going Hollywood Video.
Yeah, it's Hollywood Video for me.
It felt somehow Hollywood Video felt somehow less corporate. And also, I'm getting some fucking Reese Pieces.
That's like saying like we're fucking idiots because we're like, yeah, it felt less. That's like going to Hardee's. Like it feels less corporate than McDonald's.
I know. I know they're both
like a Hardee's. It's like giving you Angus beef, right?
But listen, I'm getting Reese Pieces. I'm getting cotton candy, and I'm renting fucking Twister, and I'm renting Johnny Mnemonic because it has an orange VHS. Suck my dick.
You only got money for two, you bitch.
Fine. I'm getting GoldenEye. And I'm getting Halloween 6. GoldenEye, Halloween 6, and
GoldenEye the movie
Reese
or the
Pieces. game? The movie, bitch. The movie.
No.
The game's better, but I'm getting the movie.
Okay, fine. I'm getting, if I'm going to go rent a movie, I'm going to rent a Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
That movie's overrated.
You could your hair is overrated. And I'm going to put, I'm going to rent The Witches.
That's a terrible choice.
No, first off, that
never fucking played on TV, bitch.
Up.
You fucked up.
You fucked up with your razor when you shaved today.
The Machine Power says, everybody on good, great, grand, wonderful. No yelling on the bus. I swear to God, I'll turn this thing around. I'll do rules.
I was like, dude, that reminds me of Hooks. Remember in Police Academy, he's like, I just want to be a police officer. He's like, what? He's like, voice.
GoldenEye came out in 95, so I'm gonna rent. I'll just rent Ace Ventura. I'll just go right back to my fucking list. Shut up.
Police Academy.
Shut up.
We've not done that. We've never done that one either on Patreon.
We should do that one. And the winner of the poll for tonight, the best spicy chicken sandwich belongs to Wendy's at a 37% clip. Next to Popeyes at 30%. Wendy's is the winner. Hey, we're the winner. Let me tell you,
we are the Wendigos.
We are the
Wendigos of the winter.
Listen, we'll see you guys Friday night. I do want to tell you guys this though. I love you. That's all I gotta say. I was gonna do the whole thing. I just love you.
Thanks for the cliffhanger.
Yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much.
See you guys. Bye. I see you soon.
You guys are fucking awesome, and we love you.
Delight.
Fucking night.